Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harder.
And today we are joined by two very special guests. First up, sitting to my right, you know him, you love him. He is, oh God, what's it called? First Impressions.
First Impressions.
Yeah.
Thank you. Pitching my shit.
He's got a brand new YouTube / Instagram / everything show. It's our buddy.
Seth Pomeroy, what's up? God damn it. Hey, what's up?
This is my American reality in 2024.
Thank you for blowing it. I'm telling America directly now on the internet what I think about movies, but nothing political. Nothing. I will never tell anyone what I think about. You can see in my eyes right now that I'm a Republican. I'm joking. I am joking.
He thinks there's kids in a pizza basement.
Yeah, you're goddamn right I do. I'm going to at least make 50 videos about movies, and I'm going to switch to Pizzagate.
But, we'll talk about Bridesmaids and then Pizza.
Yeah, I'm going to usher in some liberals first, and then when I got them.
Yeah.
Tell them the truth.
And sitting to my left, she is one of my favorite comedians and also has the distinction of being the second to last guest that we had in 2020 before the whole world went down the fucking toilet. It's been entirely too goddamn long. But welcome to 2024, our friend
Nicole Yates.
Welcome back to the damn show, Nicole. So good to see you all.
That's just an intense pointing. Rivers does
you'll edit the point out.
Yeah.
The pointing will be edited out.
You don't remember how intros work from 4 years ago?
That's right. You started COVID. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
you were the reason.
You and Grant Lyon. Y'all were the last two. Well, shit, it's great to see you guys. Great to be here in 2024. Of course, got back from Alabama a few days ago, and I've been on a hot streak watching some movies that I did want to discuss as a way to lead into promoting Seth's thing, but also, and I'm going to do this in a way that's non-spoilery, The Beekeeper.
Fuck yeah. Whoever thought there'd be a movie called The Beekeeper that doesn't star Peter Sellers in 1976?
Sam, have you seen the trailer for The Beekeeper?
When the last time I went to the movies, which was recently, I walked in when this trailer was playing, and there was some laughter at what was going on.
Yeah,
and I looked at it, and I just saw it, and I looked at it, and I said, "That looks extremely ridiculous. I will never see that ever."
Is it Jason Statham fighting bees?
Oh no, he is of the bees.
He is the beekeeper.
He is the beekeeper. He is a friend. He is a friend of the bees.
That's right.
Their queen is his queen. He is basically a bee.
I love it.
Dogs with bees in their mouth, and when they bark, they shoot bees.
I mean, we're approaching that level of ridiculousness.
Does anyone punch a hive?
They
explode.
See, I'm trying not to give spoilers.
Okay, don't spoil shit. They may punch a hive, America.
Yeah.
We don't know. Spend your money.
There's some artillery rounds are volleyed into hives.
I love
just
it.
Say that.
Fucking A, it better be.
Yeah.
Give me my money's worth, Beekeeper. Blow up some bees. The bad ones.
I'm like,
yeah, dude. Actually, we have a bee shortage in this world. If you didn't know,
That's because we're blowing them up. We got to. It's America. We have to blow these fucking
political
things up.
Opinions are coming out.
That's right,
finally.
Dude. Well,
only flies, baby. Bees got to go.
Well, that's one of the reasons they're upset at the bad guys is they have, in a small way, depleted the bee population.
Fucking A. I love it. Political. Back to my shit. I don't know why. I don't care about politics at all. I don't know why. Sorry.
Wink.
I swear I don't care about politics. Underground. I say it all. I say the truth. Not up here. Sorry.
Don't look at my phone's GPS. On January 6th.
You don't want to see what I Google. It's all political. But don't talk about it.
But I was sitting there and I was like Statham, awesome. Bees, even better. Hit me with it. But this is one of those old school kind of movies where they show the title and then they say starring and then they have the actual credits at the beginning.
Yeah.
Cool.
And which is not a thing they really do anymore, But also they had flashing images of Egyptians tending bees and Romans tending bees and bees in the Middle Ages.
Wow, how'd they get that footage?
AI. Fucking AI.
They were showing off some frescoes and some mosaics and whatnot.
Oh, love it.
But then at the very end, it says, written by Kurt Wimmer. And all of a sudden, everything changed because Kurt Wimmer is the guy who wrote and directed Equilibrium.
Fucking A, way
which
back.
Is the ultimate dumb guy movie.
Yeah.
There is no other movie.
Deep, dude. I've been telling you how fucking deep it is for 20 years.
The dumb man's Matrix.
Yeah. Plus 1984.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing about that movie, and to a larger degree, my favorite thing about Kurt Wimmer is that everything that he writes is just petty personal grievances against little ticky-tacky things in society that he doesn't like.
Yeah.
And that's why I now have to rewatch The Beekeeper, because people were like, "Oh yeah, do you remember this scene?" I'm like, "No, I'm just paying attention to the stupid, fucking horrible dialogue."
Yeah.
Where you're like, "Oh, he got scammed over the phone." And was doing coke and watching nature documentaries about bees, and this was born.
Yeah, this is how creativity works.
Yeah,
You know what they haven't written much about on the big screen? Bees.
bees.
He did that. He did that in his living room. Bees. And then he passed out. But the next morning, he got to work.
My favorite thing about Equilibrium is that it features a fighting style that Kurt Wimmer developed by himself.
Oh, in his bedroom?
In his back,
with a mirror?
in his backyard.
Fucking
This guy sounds fun.
Yeah. No,
Wait till you see a picture of this fucking guy.
Oh yeah. I'll have to pull up a picture of Kurt Wimmer.
It's really good. His
Yeah.
letterbox photo is what I looked for.
Oh yeah. I think
And I was
I
like,
assume it's the
holy fuck,
I
this
assume
guy.
it's the same one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at this man.
That man
He's
is
got the crazy eye.
Violent
Yeah.
or sensitive?
he's never
He could be one or the other.
he's never worn an undershirt, never not been rocking just full chest.
Also, some weird razor burn under his right where the coat goes in the middle. It's clean, and then he has two weird razor burns on the side. I don't know if he does coke. That's Rivers' assumption.
Yeah.
No one in LA
Allegedly.
does
Allegedly.
coke. Not, especially not a film business.
Vicious
No
rumor
way.
in innuendo.
I see that guy's picture and I think never done coke. Ever.
yeah, that's right. Totally.
Well, so that's the thing I knew about him was that he wrote and directed that movie, and that he also invented gun kata, which is what he calls
Oh my
his
God.
fighting style.
Gun kata.
Gun kata. So if
That's
you
like
watch,
Bruce Lee shit. Jeet
Yeah.
Kune Do.
right,
Same
except
thing, basically.
except for morons. So
Gun kata.
if you watch Equilibrium, he's doing like slap fights, but with guns. You know
that rules.
And so basically,
He's like shooting over his head to the side.
Yeah, yeah.
Guns at the same
Yeah.
time.
This is just
Cross
John
his
Woo.
arms and shoot.
yeah, of course.
But like John Woo, but like a guy who really thinks he's a badass.
Yeah.
Like doing like cartwheels in the middle
Yeah.
of it and shit.
Yep, like a 14-year-old boy being like, I'm John Woo now.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
like, I don't think you got it, buddy.
Yeah. So this is from the production section of Equilibrium's Wikipedia. Kurt Wimmer tells a story about inventing the Equilibrium's groundbreaking gun kata martial arts in his backyard.
Oh my God, yeah.
First, he had to check to make sure his family wasn't home and the neighbors weren't looking over the fence.
Yeah, when I do gun kata, I want to make sure nobody at all sees this.
Yeah, definitely.
Even my dog, I'll shut
Yeah.
out of the room.
Yeah, this is
So I can
between
just
me
be
and
alone. Yeah. Good God, I love it.
He says, quote, I remember thinking, am I crazy? Do I actually have the balls to hang a movie on this concept, which may not work at all? He says that the
Wow.
idea for gun kata came out of his regret that cinematic gunfights stopped evolving after American movies stole Hong Kong action movies' ideas.
His regret.
combatants to
the
guns.
deep regret is.
And Hong Kong movies stole American movies' ideas of having combatants hold those guns sideways while shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, we need to break out of the monotony because as soon
Totally.
as John Woo started cocking the gun
Sure.
sideways, it was a wrap for gunfights.
That's true. That's all we needed.
So now we've got this maniac just doing cartwheels in his backyard and going pew pew.
And then he showed that to Christian Bale.
Yes, and Tay
And he was
Diggs.
like, yeah, I guess I could probably do that.
Yes, yeah. Tay Diggs and Christian Bell were like, yes, we're in.
Could you imagine the pitch meeting for that, like with the money people?
If he
Did he
didn't-
do gun kata?
That's what I was gonna say. If he didn't do a
He had
flip, if he didn't do a fucking roll over a conference table,
Totally.
what are we all here for? You
This
know
is what
I mean?
he's famous for is those pitch meetings. He let a bunch of bees free during the Beekeeper and was like, hold on, you're either going to get stung or we're going to make the movie. Here we go. And then he captured them all. And
Yeah, but I saw this online, and it's true. It's like the amount of screenwriters who are successful despite being fucking nuts. There's not that
Oh,
many. They're
yeah.
a dying breed. you
yeah,
know?
you're either Charlie Kaufman or you're doing gun kata.
yeah, exactly.
It's one or the other.
Yeah.
Deep
So-
artist or moron.
So I was I just based on his photo and his work, I've deemed him metrosexual John Milius.
That's
Oh,
great.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, he owns a tank.
Yeah, well, and he's got like pretty reactionary tendencies, but they're not like full on reactionary. They're just like, this guy's just mad about a lot of stuff. Like Equilibrium, I do think someone tried to put him on Prozac. He did it once, and he was like, "Fuck that," and wrote a movie because that's the plot of Equilibrium: is they make everybody take Libria, which is like the Prozac, and that's his dystopia. It's like everybody is well adjusted.
That's awesome. I love it. He's like a battle rapper. He's very specific in his targets.
It's like we don't.
I'm knocking this down.
Prozac takes away the spice of life, baby. We can't be having that shit.
That's crazy. I never saw Equilibrium, but I know people were, when it came out, people were like, "It's actually really cool," but I never saw it. It seemed like fake Matrix.
Well, it's gone through two phases, right?
Yeah.
It's gone through the first phase, which is, when you're young, you're like, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Totally. It's like Boondock Saints.
And then you're old.
And you're like, oh, that's not good at all. That's not good at all, is it?
But then you read all this shit about Gunkata, and you're like, oh, he's an actual crazy guy. I gotta watch it again through that lens. And then upon the second viewing, you're like, okay, this is, it's like
shit.
outsider art almost.
Yeah,
like the fucking Diary of a Madman.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, in the world of movies by committee, it's nice to see a singular vision, even if it's totally fucking stupid.
Yes.
It's exciting.
And that's what I was telling a friend of the show, John Angaro. We were texting about it. I was like, when you look at his filmography, it has to be a solo because they bring him in to punch up action movies.
Oh yeah,
all the
for
time.
sure. He just punches the scripts with his hands.
Literally.
And they go, "That's what he does." We pay him a lot of money. I don't know why.
Throws it in the air and fucking kicks the script.
Well, speaking of crazy, have you guys seen Beau Was Afraid?
I really want to.
It's on my list.
I haven't, but I really want to.
You're in for a treat.
Yeah.
It's an assault of the senses.
It's
right?
just like,
completely
what?
insane.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's what you got to do. If they give you any power, you just got to go full stupid and crash the car like immediately.
It's a great movie and it's a terrible movie.
I love that.
Time.
That rules. That's a good assessment. I love that kind of thing.
Well, that's kind of the perfect third. Because is Ari Aster made any other ones, or is that his third one?
No, I think it's 3 movies. He made a bunch of shorts. I think.
Hereditary, Midsommar, and this. So Hereditary, Midsommar did well enough to where they're like, okay, we'll give you the keys to the car.
Yeah.
So it's
it's
like Babylon.
He ran with it. Good for him.
It's like Babylon. Dude does Whiplash, La La Land. Those are both successful. It's okay, here's the craziest
Totally
movie
jump off the bridge. You got to do it. Yeah.
What Babylon? Jesus, what the fuck?
I haven't seen that shit either, but I really want to.
We got to.
But here's the thing, like you said, some people have been like, oh, it's a piece of shit. But then a lot of people who know me well are like, you might love it because it's so crazy, but I haven't seen it. So I don't know yet.
It's like two different. It's two different, completely different movies in one movie.
Yeah, definitely.
I love the freedom to be a dummy. It's like there are records like that where a band just went really weird, or Bob Dylan did that like 6 times.
Yeah, of course.
You're just like, I don't know, it's just gonna go Christian here and see how this works out.
Yeah,
and sometimes it does, and sometimes it's just kind of interesting they did it.
Right at 50, David Bowie's like, I'm a model now.
Yeah, exactly.
What? What are we doing?
I have a friend in Philly, Dan Scully, and he's a movie critic. And I text him, I'm like, hey, I'm about to watch Beau Was Afraid. And he's like, buckle in.
Exactly. Get ready.
It's a ride, a very weird ride. That's cool. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I like terrible good things.
It's on, if you have Paramount Plus, it's in the Showtime part.
I want cable, as I've told you, and unless they show it to me on accident, I was going on about cable before this, but no, that's awesome. I do have Paramount Plus.
There you go.
Let them know. I've given you my money. Yes.
I had one more Kurt Wimmer thing I wanted to share. So this is kind of an anonymous user from Reddit, so vicious rumor in any window, but who knows?
Be Kurt Wimmer himself.
It says, true story. About 12 years ago, I went to a party at Kurt Wimmer's estate in Tarzana, which is part of the San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles.
Hell yeah.
He gave me and some other folks a tour and showed us his writing studio. Kurt Wimmer writes in bed on his back with the script projected on the ceiling and the keyboard down by his legs.
Holy shit.
Wait.
So he lays in bed.
What does he do when he makes love? That is the real question. What else is being projected in that house?
Always on a desk. In that case.
So fucks at his work.
So he's got a projector on the floor pointing at the ceiling.
Yeah.
And it's attached to, one assumes, Final Draft. And he sits there and writes scripts down by his side, just staring at the ceiling.
Just like Stanley Kubrick envisioned screenwriting.
And as much as I want to make fun of that.
Like Alfred Hitchcock predicted.
Exactly.
As much as I want to make fun of that, I was instantly
awesome.
jealous when I read that. I was like, man.
The problem is
horrible.
Yeah, the problem is when you're writing in bed, you can't see it on the ceiling. That's always been the real problem for screenwriters, I think.
I can't imagine typing a bunch laying down with the keyboard on my lap.
Yeah, that
seems
insane.
crazy.
That's the weirdest part is he says it's down by his legs. I'm like, I would assume just just on his tummy like he's an otter cracking an oyster or something.
I bet all that. What's the name of the gun thing? Gun kata. I bet all that gun kata fucked his back up, and he has to lay down. And he's like, "No, it's super cool and normal."
Yeah,
he's really like, "Fuck, my spine is destroyed."
I played gun kata back in 2002. Fucked my back up.
Bed. The wooden desk smells like sex now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that man is.
I have a weird thing.
Yeah. Also, I know that people have like, a writing studio, I suppose is a thing, but calling it a studio. I mean, it has like studio lighting and fucking microphone set up for no reason. Like, what's
I want to see how
studio?
it's decorated.
Yeah, soundproof walls for what exactly? Typing?
So it continues. Later that night, Kurt got into an awkward argument with his girlfriend, so I slipped away from the main party and ended up in a guest house where I hung out with twin Israeli models who were paging through.
The Hollywood dream.
Nice, dude.
They were paging through a coffee table book with pictures of nude and semi-nude women with enormous breasts. It was the weirdest night of my life.
Breast. A guy like that writes Beekeeper needs enormous breasts around.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All the time. Just a high octane
That guy's
breasts.
about 15 minutes away from making some crazy porn.
Well, absolutely. He's
So
got a studio.
So
he's about 15 seconds.
yeah, that's right.
So once again, as tempted as I am to make fun of this,
Sure.
it's his guest house. And I think filling a guest house with pornography is hilarious.
That's where you do the fucking. If you're visiting my house, don't do it in here.
It's just if someone's coming to visit me, it's like make them a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So they don't want to stay that
Let
long.
them feel at home.
Let's imagine it was like an artsy thing.
Yeah, sure.
Which makes
yeah.
it a bit stranger.
Yeah.
But, it's art.
Yeah, he's trying to normalize his titty obsession. He's like, this is art shit.
If it was a porno mag, there'd be advertisements for pocket pussies.
Exactly.
And that would be disgusting.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't have that in the guest house.
No fucking way.
Fleshlight.
That's amazing. I want to sleep in the guest house. I don't want to meet his girlfriend or go to his writing studio, but I want the titties in the guest house, please.
Also, we know 100% what the argument was about. On the desk again? No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's my writing studio. We can't do it there.
I feel kind of happy though that he doesn't have kids.
Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't say that he doesn't. I don't know if he does or not.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Huh.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, watch his next film to see how he feels about children, I guess.
Yeah.
He's going to get real angry about kids.
Yeah. I had one other little somewhat movie related thing that I just found really funny. This is Quan Kevin Tan writing for Business Insider. Journalist John Carreyrou, who's the guy who did the Elizabeth Holmes book.
Okay.
Of the New York Times, reported on Wednesday that Carl Eric Rinch, the 46-year-old director of 47 Ronin. Does anybody remember that piece of
Oh
shit?
yeah, I never saw that, but I'm slightly aware what that is.
So I'm only aware of it because of the previews. It was Keanu Reeves, and I remember seeing the preview and being like, Ronins are by themselves. Why are there couldn't be 47 of them, because that's the whole fucking thing, is it's a samurai without a fucking master or whatever.
This trailer is logically incorrect. Worst movie ever.
That's his Cinema Sins YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We're going to find Rivers has. This trailer is factually incorrect.
It just it reminds me of what you're the Lone Rangers. There's three of you. You're not exactly lone.
Exactly.
Well, maybe it's like Ronin Anonymous, and they're just all kind of like supporting each other.
What if we all work together?
Man, what if we had a domo, dude?
Yeah.
What if we had a fucking domo?
Hitman Incorporated. Is that a movie? I'm pitching that movie right now.
It sounds so deep.
Hitman Incorporated, Kurt Wimmer. That's my idea.
Yeah. No, they used to have that store. It's a wrap.
Oh, yeah. Clothing place.
Well, yeah, it's a clothing place, but it's all the just like bullshit leftover stuff.
Yeah, we went
from
there
movies.
recently. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They had all the samurai helmets from 47 Ronin.
Shut up.
So I walked in, and this was like 2000, 15 or whatever that movie came out, and I was like, oh, I guess they're not making a sequel because
they're ditching all 47 Ronin.
All 47 Ronin helmets.
How much were they?
That's a good question.
You might want to get them.
They were like the shitty ones, I think, for the people in the back. They weren't like the nice metal ones. They were just like rubber, like kind of bullshitty ones.
They have like full Star Trek Cleon outfits and shit in there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
But yeah, so that movie scored this guy, Carl Eric Rinch, a $61.2 million production deal from Netflix in November of 2018 to make a sci-fi series called Conquest. So this is
Terrible name.
Yeah.
That's L. Ron Hubbard shit.
Yeah, right.
Conquest. Come on.
The Times reported that by March of 2020, Netflix had sunk $44.3 million on Wrench's show, but that Wrench then told the streaming company he needed more money or production would end. So they gave.
He's like Coppola.
A
real artist.
Here's the thing: they hadn't received anything at this point, and they still gave him an additional $10.5 million.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah,
Old Hollywood, baby.
which Wrench immediately used to play the stock market.
Hell yeah. He's like, can I-
GameStop, baby.
wow, that's like your drug addict brother who's like, this was borrowed $20. I swear I'm gonna. And then he just does drugs.
And the Times reported citing court filings and financial documents from his divorce. So this is how we found out about it. He got divorced, and all this shit came out in Discovery that he'd been ripping off Netflix.
The conquest was to play craps.
Yeah.
The great conquest.
He eventually lost $5.9 million in the stock market.
God damn. Good work. Has he done? There's no way he's made anything.
Oh,
past
well,
that.
so Wrench then pivoted to the crypto market. So it's still
Fuck yeah.
fucking
Yeah, that makes
going.
sense.
He got crypto crazy, smoking that crypto chronic.
And this is just
I love talking about like it's weed. Man, smoking that crypto.
well, this is just fucking infuriated. He then got into Dogecoin when that was a thing.
That's also weed shit.
and turned $4 million into
Dogecoin.
27.
Are you
So
serious?
he actually won at that time.
Has he made any art of any kind?
No.
Does he have a YouTube channel or something? Oh man.
The report says that Wrench then spent $8.7 million on cars and designer goods. They said that he had a Ferrari and 5 Rolls Royces.
Big mistake. Only get 3. 5 is too many.
Despite spending more than $55 million on the series, Netflix has yet to receive any episodes from the
Damn.
director.
That's a big loss. I bet they hate that motherfucker.
That's a huge write-off.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I know that's just what I wanted to talk about with
Yeah.
this thing. Is just like this money is not fucking real. You know,
Totally. It's
Like
made up.
so,
Well, so is the stock market money.
that's true. Yeah.
None of it's real, man.
Yeah.
I'm smoking the Dogecoin now.
Well, the amount of wealth people have that's completely speculation,
Right.
based
Totally.
off no actual physical
Totally.
anything.
Specifically Netflix too.
Yeah.
Vicious rumor and innuendo, of course.
That's amazing. I love that guy.
Yeah.
He's a great director. He's a great storyteller of his own life.
Thomas Cherian, a spokesperson for Netflix, told the Times that the company had written off Wrench's series, adding it was clear that Mr. Wrench was never going to complete the project he agreed to make. Wrench declined to answer the Times questions when contacted for comments. The Times reported that Wrench and Netflix were undergoing confidential arbitration proceedings and that Wrench initiated the arbitration because he said that Netflix owed him $14 million in damages for breaching their contract.
I love it.
It's like
He was
the
like, can I get
biggest
more?
Balls
Is there
in
a way?
Hollywood.
I love
Wow.
that.
I directed one forgotten Keanu Reeves movie, and now I'm suing Netflix because they wouldn't give me more money for my scam.
Is he like 22 years old or something
he's
now?
in his
This
fucking
man.
50s.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I love it. No sense of reality.
Yeah, he's 46. Yeah, 46 years old.
Fucking A.
Wow.
Good work.
Yeah, I mean, he could have run for president.
Yeah, I believe in this guy. I'm backing him.
His filmography consists of only one movie, which is 47 Ronin, and the movie was panned by critics and was one of the biggest box office bombs of 2013.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
And the most factually incorrect trailer.
That's where he fucked up. That's where it all started.
Of all time.
Yeah, that's where it went wrong. The trailer.
yeah.
We all knew he's full of shit.
I'm a beekeeper. I protect the hive. Sometimes I use fire to smoke out hornets.
This is a multi-million-dollar operation, asshole. Will you stomp his ass out, please?
So Sam has our ungodly concoction for the day. I'll let him say what we got going on.
You stand
we
behind
got-
this product?
We got Bang Energy's original champagne flavor, which is a flavor
Whoa.
they've had since I think the inception of Bang.
Yes.
I've seen it in the stores. I've never had the gall, the absolute cojones to try this.
Champagne.
Because yeah, champagne is
Who
not a
wants that?
flavor that transfers
Yeah,
over
what?
to soda at all. If it tastes remotely like champagne, it's going to be awful.
Yeah.
Rivers has a theory that it's going to taste like something else completely.
Yeah, so they had a flavor that I think we tried on the show called Froze Rose.
What a weird corner of the market they're trying to get.
It's just sort of like a
Hey, Franzia people, try this.
Yeah. This will just get you fucked up in a different way.
yeah.
It tastes the same though.
Well, it was just kind of like a not as intense. It wasn't as intense as their grape skedaddles flavor, which is grape skittles.
That rolls. That's a great name.
I love anything grape flavored.
Or grape, or was it purple Kittles? I think is what they called it initially.
That sounds like dog food.
Yeah.
That's a purple Kittles.
Yeah, I think I had that one. Goods from the Woods World Heavyweight Champion Justin Morales tried the Purple Kittles. I brought one back from New Orleans when I was there. But so my theory is either one, because when you think of fake champagne, you think of the Martinelli's sparkling grape juice that the kids drink.
That's good shit.
That
toast.
stuff is good.
Oh, yeah.
I
I'm
like
a fan.
that.
Always go for that instead of champagne, personally, but that's just me.
Okay, I just found something horrible about this.
Yeah, sure.
Quite the I don't know what you would a discrepancy. I guess you would say. We have a 16-ounce bang, correct?
Okay,
we can all
yes.
see it's
We
16
all
ounces,
agree.
16 ounces. The back is 3 paragraphs about how this is the all-new 12-ounce bang.
What?
There's 3 paragraphs being like, here, delivering innovation that exceeds all expectation,
Somebody
which is
fucked up their
trademarked.
copywriting.
We are excited to bring you the all-new 12-ounce bang.
That's amazing. That
Wow.
it is defying my expectation, because I expect a 16-ounce can to have 16 ounces of fluid in it. But
The
no.
original 16-ounce Bang Energy Active Lifestyle Beverage and new 12-ounce Bang are delicious drinks designed to help you be your
okay.
absolute best, significantly improving energy and performance.
Okay, maybe they're just telling you that it is available in a smaller size.
Wow, that's a lot of information.
This
The
is
back.
all about the 12-ounce. I don't know.
their
Have you
contract.
ever seen a 12-ounce Bang?
No,
Me
but-
neither. I don't think they
No.
fucking exist.
I love that shit.
Or they exist in Europe, because they are not allowed to sell something with that much caffeine. So they've maybe
Goddamn.
toned it down over there.
Canada or Mexico?
Canada, yes. Mexico, I don't know. In Canada, they've got the same restrictions as the UK, which is 150 milligrams of caffeine per can.
I love that you know this shit like a Coke dealer. Like, you'll get arrested for this much Coke
Have
in
you
Mexico.
had that caffeinated lemonade from?
Of course.
Oh,
yeah.
that'll kill you, Rivers.
Oh, yeah. No,
Don't drink that.
Rivers
we-
is immune to that. We've discovered years ago Rivers can pound those.
We talked about it on the show. They've started putting those behind the counter now, and
Hell yeah.
it's kind of
Contraband.
embarrassing for me to go up and be like, "Can I have my big boy lemonade, please?" Like, it's so.
I'm man enough for it.
I've only had, since they countered it, I've only had one in that time.
right.
Yeah,
That's good. They stopped you from dying.
Yeah, that's
I'm
probably
glad.
Yeah.
I think it'll kill you.
Well, first of all, let's let's hesitate no more. I'm calling either like a kind of a cream soda sort of flavor.
That's what I was thinking.
Or maybe like a Martinelli's type, white grape.
I'm thinking
or something.
ginger ale.
Ginger ale. Okay, let's see.
I hope it tastes like shitty, like Andre Brut. American
Happy New
champagne.
Year.
Oh.
All right,
Oh,
Good
baby.
pop.
You can hear the bubbles.
here we go.
There's no actual booze in this, right?
No. It's just evil, disgusting vitamins and minerals.
Alcohol can form naturally in some state.
Totally. Oh. Yeah, I want the one with the least amount of this disgusting shit.
He's gonna do it all perfect.
I'm going to
There's no
sip it like
least.
it's fucking whiskey.
Boom.
I'm not getting involved.
It's
in a real
perfectly
way.
clear.
Thank
So
you.
it is not
Oh.
champagne colored.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You know what that smells like? It smells like a slush puppy with no syrup in it.
Oh,
It's just the
that's
base
good.
ice of the
Good.
slush puppy.
It does kind of almost taste like
pretty
champagne. It tastes shitty.
Tastes like Smarties.
Ew. What the fuck is
Champagne, my ass. Is it? Yeah, it tastes like Smarties.
It does.
It tastes like
It
sugar.
does, right?
It has a
candy. Yeah,
fruity-
it's like a liquid,
But
liquefied.
it's not sour. It's not sour.
No.
It's like is it even tart?
It would be a good
No.
mixer.
and there's like a cream soda thing at the end. I feel like there is like
Yeah.
sort of a cream soda.
I think that's
flavor
what
at
it's
the very
supposed to be.
end.
I think it's supposed to be cream soda.
I think this would be a good mixer.
yeah,
Maybe.
100% that's what it's supposed to be.
Any energy drink would.
Yeah, this is supposed to be like a vanilla cream soda
When
kind of a
when I
thing.
used to have my food business and I had to work really late, I used to get low carb Monster and mix it with Code Red Mountain Dew.
Whoa.
Oh, hell yeah. That's good shit. That's a fucking Friday night for you right
And
there.
that's why I have a hard arrhythmia now.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That'll
Yeah,
do
no
it.
shit. That's like, yeah. I'm like, I used to drink vodka Red Bulls all the time. I don't think it ever had an effect, and I can't sleep at night, and I'm constantly like, my fucking brain's on fire. That's why.
Or Jaeger bombs.
Yeah, I never did. My brother was a big Jaeger bomb.
Oh,
person.
Jaeger bombs are awesome.
Yeah, he's in recovery now.
Yeah, so am I.
Oh, hey. And that's how it goes, folks. You learn here. If you're doing
There you
Jaeger
go.
bombs 20 years from now, you're going to AA.
I had 30s, but I don't really remember them very much.
I don't know. It's kind of drinkable in a disgusting way. I keep sipping it.
I wouldn't want a whole can of this. I would
No.
drink it if I bought it because I'm poor.
Yeah.
Maybe 12 ounces, but 16, please.
Yeah, if this was a 12 ounce.
I would say no bigger than a 5-hour energy.
Yeah,
Well-
no shit. Just a little shot of it.
They make like energy shots and stuff. They make Meltdown, they make Vaz, and they make all these other shit.
Bang is weird.
Yeah,
They're
I
a
mean-
pretty big energy drink company, though, right? 'Cause I feel
Well,
like they're.
here's the
Yeah,
thing.
you know the history.
There's been a rise
Bang.
and fall and
Yeah.
semi-rise
So, well,
again.
because this is the New Year's show, it's obviously got the champagne thing going, but also we got to leave Bang back in 2023 because things have changed. We got a new Bang administration. That's
true?
Bang.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bang administration.
So
That sounds
the
disgusting.
CEO was the like craziest crazy guy.
indeed.
Is
yeah.
it Kurt Wimmer, writer of The Beekeeper? Holy
Whoa.
shit! Well, that guy's done some very illegal things.
Yeah, so I'll put
Has this guy done cocaine and written a
Whoa.
screenplay?
He
Yes.
did so much cocaine, he lost the front half of his hair.
Oh, he got it back. They surgically put it back.
That's
in
the
his face.
Yeah, I
saddest
was gonna
ball,
s-
too. As a ball guy, that's the saddest
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
Where you
It's
still
like-
got a feather thing that's kind of just laying on top of your
And
head.
you're like, no, I
Or
could say
is that a hair transplant that's just coming in?
Oh, maybe
yeah,
it's just
maybe
coming
so.
in.
Like, it
Well,
looks good in photos still. No, it doesn't.
Look at his
Fucking horrible.
giant gold bang chain.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
co-opted the rap culture.
Yeah, so this is the now former CEO of Bang. His name
Oh.
is Jackawalk.
Of course it is.
His name is Jackawalk.
Jack OWOC.
Is he a South African rapper?
Jackawalk.
Jackawalk. I'm pretty sure that's a real guy.
So
Why? What happened to him? Did he get shot?
Was he dipping his balls?
Did he
in
get
it?
banged? Did he get banged?
Did he go into the factory and dip his balls in every vat?
Well, he would post like shit on Twitter and stuff of him like on a yacht with girls with bikinis.
Yes. Of
course he
Like,
did.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was this
he-
type of CEO.
he had a cameo in the amazing TV show How To with John Wilson.
Oh, I watched that.
John Wilson, I guess they had some, girls handing out bangs on the beach, and he was like,
Oh yeah.
it basically followed them back to this mansion where it's just all the doors are wide fucking open.
I
and
remember
this
this.
maniac is out by the pool, and there's like dozens of women who are way too fucking young for him, just milling about. And I was like,
Hoes.
this is a documentary. I was like, this is a documentary. Like, totally.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is going to be in like 5 years. Some
Wow.
crazy shit's going to come out about this this situation. But basically, for years, they used to have right here on the front of the can where it says "Fuel Your Destiny." That used to say "Super Creatine." And so for years, they were advertising that they had this stuff in it that they had developed in their labs called super creatine, which, and now I'm quoting from Business Insider, super creatine, according to Jackawalk's claims, was, quote, 20 times more effective at reaching the brain than other forms of creatine. And he also said that Bang could, quote, reverse mental retardation and cure neurological disorders like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease.
Wow.
Look at a photo of that guy, and you're like, yeah, he definitely said that. Without question.
The guy's perfectly healthy.
That's right.
Been cured by his own
Yeah.
product.
And it cures toenail fungus.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's proven it.
So from basically what I could tell, Bang was big for a long time there, and they actually had PepsiCo as their distributor. And you might have, Sam, I say you might have, like anyone else is paying attention to this shit.
No
Sam
way.
might have noticed over the last year kind of a swap. What used to be a pretty solid Bang market is now Celsius. That's because PepsiCo basically was like, fuck off. And they dropped
really?
Bang, and then they picked up Celsius. So if you've noticed that there's more Celsius in your store than where there used to be a lot of Bang, it's because they got basically dropped because this guy's a dick.
I did
And the
notice
mystery
that.
is solved.
And the and
Yeah.
Bang
Celsius
completely went away for a while. Like
Yes.
you almost couldn't find it. And now these cans are a different color. Also,
Yeah, yeah.
they're all white now. They didn't
Yeah.
used to be white. They used to be like fluorescent, whatever.
Yeah. Well, so what happened was the company that used to make Bang was called Vital Pharmaceuticals, and Monster Energy, which is part of Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
was like, hey, you've got this word on here, super creatine. And I guess they tested it and were like, we think there's nothing in here. and we think this is false advertising, and you were trying to set yourself apart in our market. So they sued them.
Damn.
And Monster now owns Bang. So Monster won a $293 million false advertising claim, and Bang had to stop using the term super creatine. And they also lost lawsuits to Sony for unauthorized use of their music in social media campaigns, and to the Prince estate for an unauthorized use of the phrase purple rain.
What were they thinking? I mean, it's obviously copywritten.
Do they
Out of your
have-
fucking mind.
do they have- talk about not having a clearance department.
This is like, it's all self-inflicted too, because
Old Krakatoa, what's the guy's name? He was like, we do what the fuck we want. Put purple rain in there. Somebody sucked my dick already. His hair's going fast.
well, he says it was around that time that Jack Awak lashed out at Bang's
Jack
distributor, PepsiCo, saying that they were intentionally sabotaging the distribution deal, which Pepsi then pulled out of the deal and invested instead in Celsius. So he fucked himself. It's like, how on earth would you assume that Purple Rain as a phrase wasn't owned by
That's
Prince?
insane, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you out of your
What?
fucking mind?
Like, do they not have lawyers? Like, I don't.
Prince didn't have his music on fucking YouTube until
Yeah,
he
totally.
died.
I know.
Yeah.
They
I know.
have incredible lawyers, the Prince people.
No, not
Jack
Prince.
Awak.
The
Jack
bad
Awak.
guy. The
Oh,
Jack Awak.
yeah.
he's-
I'm Jack Awak. God damn it. I do what I want.
So, yeah.
Ugh.
And Bang declared bankruptcy
Bankruptcy.
after
Thank
the
you.
lawsuits. And they removed Jack Awak from his position as CEO. And then he also gave himself a title, Chief Science Officer.
Oh, my
Yeah. He's like, I'm at the super creatine. I think I'm a science officer.
I mean, you almost have to admire his just complete lack of reality.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a true American right there.
Yeah.
Fake it.
Living a dream.
Yeah, living the dream. It's all
Fake
about
it till you make it.
Yeah, it's all
Hell
about
yeah.
lying
This
and
is
doing
what-
it boldly, boldly and loud.
Well, so the judge, ruled in Monster's favor. He said he awarded the fees based on the strength of Monster's case and Bang CEO's disrespect for the judicial process during the trial.
Yeah, how can he believe in the fucking legal system? He's Krakatoa, the king of drinks, or
He
whatever.
probably
it
thinks
is.
the election's stolen. He probably thinks all sorts of crazy.
Oh, we're getting
shit.
there.
Disrespect for the system.
Oh, I got one last paragraph.
Oh, boy.
Bang has previously been the subject of controversy for its attendance at Turning Point USA conferences. Of course, that is the evil college bullshit organization run by the smallest face to the fattest head ratioed person in the world, Charlie Kirk. He was at those conferences, including a stunt in which the brand's marketers fired cash out of a money cannon at the audience.
Fucking A. I love this shit. This is good. This is the way to be.
The company also drew criticisms for its response to COVID-19, ordering employees to attend a mandatory in-person meeting during 2020 and a dance party promoting their Redline New Fusion project.
Oh my God. Why?
So, literally one of my favorite quotes from Arrested Development happened in real life.
Everybody dance now. Everybody dance now.
Everybody dance now, except everyone has the plague.
That's awesome.
So,
Yeah, why wouldn't you just work at a different drink company? I don't know who would be like, yeah, I work at Bang. It's awesome. I don't know. I got to go to this meeting.
Oh,
I would just quit. There's a million beverages.
I looked them up on Glassdoor, and the fucking 1-star ratings are like
I
off the
bet
fucking
everyone
charts.
quit. Everyone
Yeah.
hates it.
Oh yeah,
Not
but
enough super creatine to keep you employed for longer
Yeah,
than 6 months.
Seriously.
but it's sort of like that Netflix story we talked about. Like, this guy should be out on his ass and has proven himself to be a fuck up and an idiot and should be punished for it. But no, the recently dethroned energy drink mogul has just bought a $40 million oceanfront mansion in Fort Lauderdale. Public records show that Jack Awak and his wife Meg Awak are the new owners of a
Oh, no.
12,700 foot mansion.
Of course, it's in
Holy
Florida.
Oh yeah. Well, that's where criminals go to hide their fucking money. Yeah.
Well,
but
the
yeah.
John Wilson episode with him, now that I remember, was like he got into his house and he just started talking to him without even thinking about asking what it was until like halfway through. Then he's like, "What's this for?" And he's like, "HBO or something." And he's like, "Oh, that's great."
Yeah.
Bitch and shit.
That
Like
was
this
the best
they're
part.
filming this fucking psycho.
The doors are just wide open. He just wanders in.
Yeah, with a camera and starts asking questions, and he's like, "Yeah, we got these new products." Like he was just ready to go.
Can you imagine the PA that had to like track down all the girls in the bikinis and being like, "Could you please sign this release?
Yeah, totally.
Please sign this release.
yeah.
Please sign this release, ma'am. Could you put your top on for signage, please?
Like, we disrespect the legal system around here. Don't worry about it. We're all good.
But yeah, I think this is one of the thing that we just tried is what we're gonna call a zombie flavor.
Yeah, I feel like a fucking zombie.
I don't think that maybe they'll keep the champagne flavor going, but I feel like that's one of those, like, because the whole thing with Bang was there was like 9 million flavors and they all kind of sucked. But
it does taste less shitty than Bang
used to. Yeah,
I don't know what they did.
Super creatine. It's not in
super
there anymore.
creatine. They took the super creatine out. Yeah,
Well,
Contains no fruit juice.
Yeah, it was
Really?
horse manure. That's what super creatine was. And they put it in every single one of those cans.
Since we are in this segment, I have a something to introduce.
Oh,
we
these
pulled out a
are, these
plastic
are
baggie.
what is that?
energy gummy bears.
okay.
What?
Why are they in a dime bag?
Where did you get those? Some
Okay.
dude on the street?
They're from a mall. It's from one of those fancy candy stores
yeah.
in the mall.
Oh hell yeah!
It's just bagged up. We could try.
That was the most drunk thing of all time.
They're in
Sam
like
was
a
like,
bag.
since
They're in a
everybody's
sandwich
partying, I'm just going to go ahead and bust this out. And it's heroin. They're like, God damn, dude, let's not. Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Yeah, this is the dope.
Join us on Discord. We'll put up some pictures of Sam's fucking Ziploc bag.
Get the
full
real
of
dope.
energy gummies. Yeah, the real dope.
Pull out that real shit, the real
Oh, my
super
God.
creatine.
Hell
And it's
yeah.
fucked up, though, that those candy stores, like when you're a kid, that's like the most fun in the world, like picking all the candies and getting a bag
Oh,
of
yeah.
variety of candy. So it's like fucking horrible. They put energy gummy bears
Energy
for kids that
gummies,
just
dude.
yank up and start fucking destroying the future.
Well, this is here. Get some, and then I'll tell you the best part.
Okay, cool.
They're delicious.
They're actually pretty, yeah, these are heavy duty.
They're not CBD, are they?
No.
Oh
The
my-
best part, no energy in them at all. They're just called that.
What?
Yeah.
There's no caffeine in them.
got
not
some
one,
gooey
not
shit.
one fucking bit.
What? They
Sugar.
Not one fucking bit.
Sugar, the original.
Yeah,
Are they
original.
just supposed to like taste like
good.
energy drinks?
I
Try
don't know.
those kids.
They're just yummy.
They do have like a gummy center or something.
Yeah.
And I guess that should be super creatine, but instead it's just gummy or whatever.
I'm fine with
It
that.
should be hardcore energy drug.
It's just one of those stores you go. It's called Lolly and Pops. You go there and
Hey.
you're like, "Ooh, I want some gummies," and they're like, "Okay, these are $35 a pound."
Of course, yeah.
Do they still have the Jelly Belly menus at those candy places? Do you remember that shit?
I didn't go and get these. My girlfriend got these.
Oh, okay, right on.
Happy Christmas or whatever.
Oh, fuck yeah, thank you.
They're delicious.
yeah.
Shout out.
That's a high quality lollipoppy or whatever the company's called. That's some real deal. Should cost $35.
They used to have it at those candy stores, like, they'd have the big tubs of all the flavors of Jelly Bellies, and then they would have a Jelly Belly menu.
That's so
and you
awesome.
pull it up.
Remember.
Yeah, and then it'd be like, oh, here's how you make a tequila sunrise one, and it would be like champagne and orange juice and
Oh,
fucking
man.
whatever
Gotta
cherry.
be setting
And then
kids
you
up for
get it,
alcoholism.
and you're
but-
like, "Oh, this tastes like shit." Every single one of them was just like, "Okay."
yeah, and your granddad's like, wait till you put some liquor in there. Then it's fucking good.
yeah, there
That
we
tequila
go.
sunrise is great.
And as long as we're like making River's dreams come true right now, I gotta give
Oh,
it this.
oh,
He
yeah.
keeps pulling out weird shit.
Oh, yes, the
What
conversational crack. Fuck
what
yes.
the fuck is that?
It's fucking conversational crack.
Yeah.
dude.
This podcast takes a weird turn.
Jesus Christ. I'm glad I'm on the side with you. These guys are excited about crack.
Yes.
I'm glad we're together here.
Conversational Crack.
Oh, my
Just,
God.
Sometimes you need some crack around.
Is that really crack?
Conversational
It's
crack.
conversational crack.
Woo.
It's different than real crack.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
It's
but-
meant to. It's just meant as a conversation.
conversation.
Oh yeah, it's like putting a loaded gun on the table.
People ask you questions, and you're like, "Oh, it's just a little bit of crack."
Long time listeners will know that
Whoa.
I've always wanted to have a little vial of crack on the table just as something to talk about.
One
And
day I'm gonna be like, "Where's that conversational crack?" And River's eyes are gonna be fucking red as shit. Be like, "Oh,
They wouldn't give me the lemonade.
yeah,
They wouldn't give me the lemonade.
you smoked all that crack, didn't you?"
I earned the big boy lemonade and they wouldn't give it to me.
Yeah, we're gonna have a different conversation now about this crack. A very different conversation. Involves your parents.
oh my god, thank you, Sam. That's the best fucking Christmas gift anyone's given me.
Okay, on the scale of real crack to no crack, what is
love it.
that?
It's conversational crack.
Conversational.
You're not gonna tell me. I feel threatened. This is like someone put a gun on
Is
the
it
table.
crystallized ginger?
No.
The conversation is you ask questions until you smoke it. And then you're like, that's crack.
It's
That
not
is
intended
crack.
for human consumption.
Yeah.
It's conversational.
It's conversational.
Use only.
Goodness
we
gracious.
keep kayfabe here, Daddy. We're not talking about it.
I've never felt
But
more
we are
threatened
gonna
in my
talk
life.
Oh, right. Just roll into the bathroom.
We got to get the fuck out of here.
Don't talk about the conversational crack.
This guy watched The Beekeeper, and now we're putting crack on the table.
Oh my!
And I do want to say, we do. If anyone else, and I think you do, if you want to support the podcast, there is a limited run merch. 10 out of 10 conversational crack files.
Oh my fucking
You could be the owner of one.
Wow.
I think we're doing them for $20. You could get it shipped to your house. If you want to, we're also
It's
going
not
to
real
do
crack. I
a
think it costs
VIP package. I think we're going to do 50 and it'll come with a shirt.
Oh my God.
Nice.
And 10 out of 10.
It's a great concept, real or not.
Order now.
I'll throw in the Celsius energy packs
Yeah.
with a couple of them. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we'll
snort
get you
that
some
and
stickers.
Smoke the crack.
Yeah,
and
we'll
We'll get
snort
you a
that.
vial of Seth's blood.
Yeah, it's weird blood too. It hasn't been checked in years. God knows what's in there.
Oh my God, what a joyous
Wow.
day. Man,
I mean, things are.
that
This
made my
podcast has
fucking
changed.
day,
Yeah.
dude.
Where are you
Suddenly, I'm
gonna
under a
keep it?
bridge.
You better not hide that. You better not. You better keep
No.
it up there with all your prized possessions.
Not only that, I might go to like a trophy shop and find like a base for it and just kind of have it just there, you know.
Every conversation of the conversational crack is that crack?
yeah.
That's always how it
And then you
starts.
just go, maybe.
Conversational crack.
Is that crack?
Well, now we're talking.
Yeah, it is great. I have trouble starting new conversations with people. I think this can really
an
help
icebreaker
me.
with
Just
crack.
sit down at the table and then look them right in the eye.
And I think me and Rivers got the joy of seeing how uncomfortable that made both Nicole
I
and
mean,
Seth.
I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I love
So
these guys,
that-
but I'm worried for them.
That will be the exact reaction from every person in your
Yes,
life.
yes.
But that's why the conversational
recoiled
crack
instantly.
it comes with a
rolling
Oh
over
my
here.
God.
a certified letter
Calling an Uber.
explaining that it's not crack. It's conversational crack.
Okay, good.
crack.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you can show that to your friends or the police.
Yeah. Make the cops test it, you know.
Yeah, you have
if the cops
a conversation
test it,
with
it's
the
not
cop.
going to come back positive.
This-
I'm not selling drugs. It's conversational
Look,
crack.
if you're straight edge and you like to waste the police's time, what a great thing to roll around
It's
with.
true.
Yeah, no shit.
It's like they could be testing your conversational crack and not murdering people.
Yeah.
So, hey,
There you go.
That's a win-win.
If you want
That's
to confuse the
awesome.
police and everyone else,
I'm
get a
legitimately
vial of
frightened.
conversational crack today.
Oh God,
The stakes have been raised in this room. Things have changed.
We don't have a website to sell merch on, so how are they going to get this?
Okay, I wonder if I could get
Under a bridge right by River's apartment.
I wonder because ProWrestlingTees.com will sell fanny packs. I wonder if they'll sell this for us.
What do you?
No
But you'll have
reputable-
to call it something else.
No
and then tell your
reputable
listeners.
company is going to want to touch this shit.
Look,
Quick set up a Shopify store.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm kind of tight with the Pro Wrestling Tees guy. I'll give him an email.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a conversational
Wow.
crack shirt if you want the mega package.
Yeah, hell
I
yeah.
love it. That's
50.
awesome.
God, that
Great
fucking
merch.
rules. Oh hell
I want
yeah.
to smoke some fucking crack. Yeah, fuck it. You know, a conversation.
We don't do it. We just talk about it.
This could be a triggering product for some.
exactly.
You'll get to learn which of your friends are ex crackheads.
Totally.
From their reaction to
Exactly.
the vial of crack.
Yeah, like, are we gonna smoke crack or what? That's cool.
Ooh,
but-
I've got for the back of the T-shirt. It should say, "Don't be about it. Just talk about it."
yeah, there you go.
A real ex crackhead told me it looks exactly like crack. So
God damn.
Did an amazing job.
yeah,
with this.
I know what I'm doing.
Hell
Yeah, there's at least 3 hours in there worth of crack smoking. You got to do it fast, as far as I know.
that mellow rock.
Wow.
We have a segment on this show where we talk about our guest's hometown. And today, our friend Nicole Yates comes to us all the way from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Hello.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I don't mean no bullshit suburbs.
No.
I'm not talking about fucking New Hope or no shit like
Jersey.
that. Yeah, I mean Philly proper.
Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan.
No.
Is he from Philly?
No, he's from the suburbs.
Oh, is he really?
He makes movies in the dirty places.
Yeah.
Where you're from.
He does. Actually, I used to, the comic book shop in Sixth Sense was the comic book shop I used to go to.
Oh, shit.
Okay, yeah, right on.
Shyamalan's living there. He's living there.
Oh, no, he wasn't living there.
No.
Uh-uh.
I looked up some weird Philly stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And there is obviously a ton. It's one of America's oldest cities. It obviously formerly the capital of the United States of America, very briefly.
See, there is no Philadelphia accent because America was created in Philadelphia. So it is an American.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Good.
I was going to
That's
ask
awesome.
for pointers because all the various Pennsylvania accents elude me.
Wooder.
Wooder. Yes, there we go. On the damn water bottle, it says Wooder. Yeah. Is that like the tuning fork to get you into the Philly accent is saying Wooder?
Oh, yeah. Wooder. Yo.
Yo.
Hoagie.
Hoagie.
Sounds like a great, relaxing time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Eating
bad.
hoagies.
Yeah. Yo.
That's
Let's
good.
go get some hoagies.
Yeah.
That's better than the South.
It's funny because like the Philly and the Baltimore accent both have like what I would describe as West Coast elements where there's like long ass vowels and stuff in it. So, if somebody's got that really hardcore Baltimore, really hardcore Philly, certain words, you're like, are you like from California almost?
Did you watch Mayor of Easttown?
No, I didn't. I talked about this on the show. I thought it was a show about horses because it was spelled M-A-R-E.
It is, yeah.
And I was thinking it was like, I don't want to watch a fucking show about horses,
no.
man. I don't care. And it turns out her name is Mary and she goes by Mare.
It takes place like right outside of Philly, and she nails that accent so hard.
Oh yeah, well, hey,
I like-
Oscar winner Kate Winslet,
So
right?
good.
Kate
No, it's hard. It's a very hard accent to like learn, and everybody hit it, but she nailed it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
And it
look, those Brits, when it comes to doing American accents, the fact that the first time I heard Idris Elba's real voice and he wasn't a guy from Baltimore,
Yes, Stringer Bell.
blew my fucking mind. So that makes sense. They actually do their homework. Americans just like, Rono!
I actually saw that.
Good.
I saw that backwards. I saw Luther first,
Oh,
and then I
shit.
watched The
Cool.
Wire, and I was like, "What?"
Scrambled your brain.
Ooh.
Luther.
Oh,
I
man.
watched some of that show. It is like Dexter or something. Like it has that like UPN. It's like on the edge of something classy, but the edge of something totally trashy at the same time.
Oh, yeah, prestige trash.
It's pretty good, but like I watched it. Like I watched the whole like maybe the first 2 seasons, and it's just as many times as they say fucking Luther, you just can't help but walk around with like,
Luther.
fucking Luther.
You're going to love the Beekeeper because they keep going. He's a beekeeper.
Yeah, that's good. Just say the name a shitload if you're British.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh no, it's the fucking Beekeeper. Okay. God damn it.
You're being funny, but that's the movie. It
Love
keeps
it.
happening.
Love it. Great accent.
He's a goddamn beekeeper.
He's a goddamn beekeeper.
goddamn, look
They
at
do
how
it in
that
every
funny.
accent. That's part of
Well,
his.
you were laughing because it's on the water bottle. But what's even funnier is that I ordered it from Dietz and Watson, which is a lunch meat company based
I
in
know.
Philly.
They do the
They're
pork
great.
roll. Is that the pork roll, egg and cheese, or is that some? Is that?
don't know if they
what
make
is the
pork roll.
ham? What's the ham that they? There's like a.
Delicious baked ham.
There's some kind of specific Taylor ham.
Taylor
Is that
ham.
more of a Jersey thing, or
Well,
is that
here's
more of
the
a?
thing: pork roll and Taylor ham are the same thing.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit!
yeah.
Knowledge.
People from North Jersey call it Taylor ham, and the rest of us call it pork roll.
Okay.
The people from North Jersey are wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let them know right here.
Pork roll is like it looks like a little bologna. You can get it already cut, and you just fry it up, and you can put it on a Kaiser roll with egg and cheese and a lot of ketchup,
yeah.
and
shit.
you need to take a nap.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
But pork roll, egg, and cheese is the bomb. Yeah,
So
yeah.
pretty much everything I know of Pennsylvania comes from the fact that one of my favorite bands of all time
Ween.
is Ween. Yeah,
Right, from New Hope, yeah.
and they have like 12 songs about pork roll, egg and cheese sandwiches.
It's just so good.
awesome.
And I only saw pork roll here once at a supermarket, and I can't remember where I saw it.
Yeah, yeah,
And it
yeah.
drives me crazy because, like, I didn't eat it all the time as a kid, but when it's one of those things like when you want it, you really want to eat it, you know?
Right.
And
Yeah.
you know, my cousins took it to Florida when they went to Disney World to keep in the refrigerator.
Coveted meat.
I laugh, but also I have a ton of sausages in my freezer that I squirreled over here from Alabama.
See,
So,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, allegiance to meat runs deep.
But
Yeah.
also, like, you live here. It's so
Yeah.
funny to go on vacation.
On vacation,
and then
yeah.
you're like, they're not going to have the stuff here.
yeah, that's true.
I do that. No, I do that. I stock up on soft pretzels. I stock up on taste the cake pies that they don't sell here.
Oh shit.
And anything else that I can get my hands on that like they just don't sell here. And I keep forgetting to get the pork roll, and I keep forgetting to go to Chev's Kibasi to buy some kibasi to bring back. Because
That's fucked.
their
I'm
kibasi
sorry.
is like the best. Yeah,
I was going to say
Tragedy.
it is.
Yeah, you'll never live the life that you really want.
I know.
Yeah.
It'll always be a little bit less.
I would love to take you guys there someday.
Oh, I want to.
Dude,
I want to go back.
You start walking down, like their places on a smaller street, and the whole block smells like smoked meat.
Fucking
Yeah,
A.
Oh,
yeah.
it's the greatest.
That's River's dream. When
Oh,
River
so
goes
it
to
is.
sleep, that's what he dreams of.
Oh, absolutely.
The street with just
Hell
smoked,
yeah.
smoked meat
and
in the air.
And by the way, I love that my dad is from New York City, and so he says kibasi as well.
Kibasi, that's what is kibasi? Kibasa.
Yeah, but yeah, like if you other places try to say it right. No,
And
kibasi.
I'm like hardcore Polak, and like I can't eat that Hillshire Farm shit.
no, heaven
That shit's
forbid.
just
I like
the
how you
hot
said it
dog.
extra white when you said Hillshire. You're like Hillshire.
Yeah.
Throw it back at
It's
it.
the
What am
worst.
I, a fucking hobbit?
When I first when I was out here, I think I was out here for like a year and a half, and I went to some brewery in Van Nuys, and they had a food truck outside. There was this big burly older guy, and he was selling kibasi sandwiches. And it was a giant piece of kibasi. He actually cooked the sauerkraut on a nice roll.
Oh, yeah.
And I almost lost my mind. I almost grabbed this guy by his wife beater and be like, "Where did you get your kibasi?" and he's like, Chicago. So I had him buy me extra kibasi from wherever he was getting it for, I think, Easter that year. And then the next holiday, I tried to get in touch with him on Instagram, and his wife is like, he can't get it for you, but this is where he gets it from. And it's this like Russian Costco in North Hollywood.
Oh shit!
That like
Russian Costco.
yeah.
Fucking A.
Oh, it's crazy. It's all Russian, Armenian, and they had it there, and it was indeed from Chicago.
That's
God damn.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
that's
like
great.
$40 or £10. I forget. It was a lot. I had
Yeah.
to like give it to people, but it freezes well too. So
Yeah. Hell yeah. I was just trying to find some fun Philly stories that's because eating the horse poop is classic.
you know, when you see that kind of shit, it's never somebody actually from Philly.
Did we
It's-
know who the horse poop eater is?
I don't know, but
Okay.
I would put money, hard cash, on that he was from Delaware County. From
Really?
Delco, 'cause
Okay.
that's where the trash lives.
Yeah.
They come over to Philly. They act like animals at like the Eagles games and the Phillies games, and then
And then Philly gets blamed.
and then they go back home and then they badmouth Philly about how trashy it is when they're
Yeah.
contributing to it,
Right.
and they would never act that way at home.
Yeah, it's like the 0.0001% of Alabama fans who actually went to the university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The rest are just swine.
So who's eating horse poop and why exactly?
So the Philadelphia
So the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and some dude like they had
police horses on the streets, to kind of
oh
contain
yeah,
the
sure. There's a
crowd.
lot of horse shit.
And a guy was so excited
he was totally hammered, and he just picked up some of the horse
just
poop and was
went,
like,
yeah,
Whoa.
and then ate it, and it
Yeah.
was
And there's a video of this or something?
fuck
Yeah,
it. Oh,
yeah.
it went,
Oh,
it
I
was,
can't see
and I would put,
can't
and like I
see
said,
that
I would put
at all.
cash money that he
Gnarly.
wasn't from Philly.
Oh,
I'm sure they've figured out who he was. At
Oh,
some
yeah.
point.
I'm sure he's been
yeah.
killed. at
My
this point.
favorite video from the Super Bowl was a guy that was running with the subway and ran straight into a pillar.
Oh yeah.
Just boom, like a
amazing.
cartoon.
Oh man, I just looked it up. The guy who ate the horse shit was the mayor of Philadelphia.
It was the ghost of Frank Rizzo.
Oh my god.
Oh, Frank Rizzo.
So I wanted to find
terrible.
some other fun
Yeah.
Philly things that people don't know about. So I found three.
The cheesesteak.
Yeah, well, no. This is deep Philly lore here, and I love all of these. This is from Philadelphia Inquirer. First up, Hitchbot. So some artists in Toronto made a robot it's not a real robot. It's just like kind of a little fun, action figure about yay high.
That's the size of a fire hydrant.
Yeah,
Okay,
about the size of
cool.
a fire hydrant. It's kind of
Hitchbot.
a fun thing. And the idea was we're going to have him hitchhike. So you find the Hitchbot and it explains
Oh,
what it
that's
is.
fun.
And then you take a picture and then you take him with you. And so...
And then somebody fucked it, right?
Right, yeah, well, so...
Someone fucked it because we're terrible human beings. We can't control ourselves.
So Hitchbot was created in Toronto and began his U.S. journey in Salem, Massachusetts, with the goal of making it to San Francisco. And he depended on the kindness of strangers to take him with him on the road, which is how he ended up in Philly after 2 weeks. Hitchbot was beheaded on the streets of Philadelphia.
There you go. they fuck it or kill it. That's what a fucking human beings do.
I heard that was a hoax.
Well, no. There's footage of a bunch of people outside of a bar beating the shit out of it. That was the hoax. The real deal was it actually just got decapitated. Quote, I just think someone saw it, probably came out of a bar and was drunk and just beat the shit out of it. Philadelphia police detective Joe Murray told the Daily News at the time.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
Hitchbot, baby. Don't fuck with me, Hitchbot.
It's not even a real robot.
No, but it's
It's like
like
these fucking energy gummy bears. Fucking bullshit.
It's bullshit. Yeah, it's fucking government plant.
I just absolutely love that, in the spirit of fun, someone's like, oh, and the Canadian aspect of it kills me too, where it's like, oh, we'll just send it on its way and take pictures with it.
We beat the shit out of it.
Who would love this, eh?
It gets to fucking Philly and they decapitate it.
Yeah, it's about right.
Damn,
I mean, it was either that or some fucking weird hoarder just finds it and leaves it in a garage.
Exactly. That's what it looks like too. It's so fucking cute.
Oh, Hitchbot. You can go to America.
Yeah, they gave him a little American flag and everything.
That's amazing.
Oh, I love you, Philly. And then this one.
I mean, that's what happens with the fucking Uber delivery robots.
Totally,
Yeah.
dude.
People beat the fuck out of them.
I know.
What's the next one?
The next one. If there's one story that made the entire city of Philadelphia collectively gasp, "Holy Jesus!"
Oh, is it Swiss Cheese Bandit?
It's the 2014 tale of the dairy deviant dubbed the Swiss cheese pervert.
Bandit. Yeah.
Whoa. So what was he doing?
This says pervert, by the way. The Swiss cheese pervert.
Okay, was he fucking the cheese? He was just stealing the cheese.
He was.
He was fucking the cheese?
Yes.
Other people's
Yeah.
cheese?
No.
Oh, it was his own private cheese? Do what you want. That's my politics. Well, that's fine.
I'm a libertarian. I believe if you want to fuck your cheese, the government can't say no.
We certainly can't call you a pervert for it.
This is hilarious. This was in Northeast Philly, which makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Because Mayfair is like kind of the Twilight Zone a little bit.
Okay.
So go ahead, read it.
Okay.
What part do you have to live in to be chill?
I don't know. Delaware.
One of those isolation tanks where you're in the salt water. The lascivious lactose lover drove around dangling a piece of Swiss cheese and a piece of himself to women in the city's Mayfair section, asking that they perform a sex act on him with a slice of cheese. So the Swiss cheese, he would fit it over himself and then pull the whole kit and caboodle out and be like, you want to get crazy?
So he couldn't
I'm
just
trying
be a
to-
regular pervert. He was like, I got a little trick.
a whole
Maybe it'll
thing.
be more interesting for
Here's
them.
my thing.
Here's my pork roll.
More
Yeah.
enticing for the
Here's
ladies.
my thing. Usually the holes on Swiss cheese are not that big.
No, they're not.
So
The
if you're
small
getting-
penis
You're
man.
getting their dick in there.
I mean, cheese is pretty malleable, I think you
All
can.
right.
You
Hey,
can
Rivers
squeeze
was
it.
the
Squeeze it.
Yeah, I've got images of a man fitting cheese to his dick right now in my head, so thanks a lot for that.
Like a big wheel.
It's malleable. You can see it. You can kind of squeeze it in there. You get it down. All right.
You get a hard enough erection.
Yeah, that's right.
You can really jam it in there.
That's insane. He had like a
He was gonna use
32 pack.
It's going to use a pepper jack. It's just too painful.
Yeah, exactly. It's a jalapeno cheddar. Does he have like a Sargentino, whatever the fuck it is? A Sargentino. That's what it's called. That's my YouTube name, Sargentino. But he carries around that pack with him, and he's like, this one's getting old. I'll switch it out.
Yeah.
He's like, this is getting all
Thank
ripped
God,
up.
thank God it has like the seal.
Yeah, exactly.
When he
Zip
put
up.
when he puts the cheese on, did he say it's feeding time?
I just love the person in the grocery store. He's got a fucking trench coat on. He's like, I just want the cheese.
Yeah.
They're like, all right.
What, I am not supposed to do this. What are you going to
What
do
are
with
you
the
gonna
cheese?
do?
Yeah. I just
Some
want
sort of Swiss cheese pervert.
I'm costing my job by asking this question.
Anything with a hole.
I just want 1 pound of cheese and some bottled water.
Good gracious.
So we have these
Even-
donuts over here.
No. Jeez.
Eventually identified as Christopher Pagano, then 41 of Norristown, the Swiss cheese pervert was sentenced to 8 years of sex offender probation. Earlier this year, Pagano was charged with 2 counts of harassment in Berks County. If he's found guilty, it could result in a probation violation for the Philly cheese case.
See, not from Philly.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Norristown is outside of the city.
Yeah.
Damn,
Okay.
he's out on
There's the proof.
probation doing.
That's insane.
How do you fuck cheese and get arrested, then get let out? Like, this is a bad country.
Yeah, no shit. That's
Keep it, lock away, throw away
What's
the
next? What's
fucking
next?
key.
yeah, any cheese pervert's got to go. Kick them out.
What's next?
So the next one, it says, for this final tale of the strange, we take a trip out to that bizarre and mythical suburb known as Upper Darby. What the hell is Upper Darby?
Upper Darby's like right on the edge of the city.
Okay.
That's where Tina Fey's from.
Oh, no shit. Okay, yeah, right on. In 2011, pizza shop owner Nicholas Galiatzatsos tried to sabotage two of his competitors by hiding live mice in their restaurant. Problem was that at his first stop, Galiatzatsos didn't spot the two cops eating lunch at the restaurant before he asked to use the bathroom, where he then hid a bag of live mice in the
Fucking
ceiling.
A. He was like, I was trying to do some Ratatouille shit. I thought he would cook the meals.
So Galiatzatsos was soon discovered, and the cops caught up with him as he tried to head into another nearby pizzeria with a new bag of mice.
Wow.
So
How do you
rules.
fucking get caught doing that?
I know. It seems like a pretty easy one to get away with.
Yeah.
As soon as the mice are out, you're like, that's nature, baby.
yeah.
I'm a narcissist asshole because I heard that like I could fucking get away with that.
I know. Yeah.
Fucking smarter than this.
Yeah,
Wow.
you did that last week at the Sonic. Just for fun. Brought a bag of mice in the bathroom. Why not?
Good Lord.
That's the
I didn't know about that one.
yeah, that one was just fun. I was like,
Yeah, that was just a fun time. He's not so much a pervert or a creep, just a weirdo with
Yeah.
a bag of
Well,
mice.
you know.
let's get into the questions here. Nicole Yates,
Okay, yes.
Phillies own. Number one, what was the incident?
Phillies won the World Series in 2008.
Okay, yeah, all
It
right.
was complete insanity. And they had the parade on Halloween, and the entire city was downtown for the parade. And if I always said that if you could bottle the good feeling, I was standing with my friends down by City Hall, and there's a loop around City Hall, and so there's people on that side, people on this side, and somebody had a tennis ball, and they were throwing it back and forth, and then somebody threw it and didn't hit the other side, and it fell next to the cop that was standing there. And the cop was like, hey! And he threw it back in, and then they were throwing it to the cop, and the cop's throwing it.
Whoa.
I mean, like, it was just like,
Wow.
what is happening here?
That's
This is
America.
crazy.
That's good American.
And
That's what
I
we're
mean-
striving for.
You win the World Series, you get one good day.
Yeah.
And you know what
Tennis
it was?
balls are for fun.
It was the best day. It
Yeah,
was
that's amazing.
the best day ever.
That rules.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite videos all time was from the Philly celebration. Guy climbing a pole. He's on the horizontal part. He's going hand over hand. He just gets out of frame a vodka bottle thrown like a end over end tomahawk smashes him in the head. It doesn't break. It's like one of those huge Grey Goose
that's
bottles.
worse.
Whoa.
And he just fucking falls
Yeah, he
off.
hit the ground.
That's
yeah.
awesome. We have a thing in Philly. When our teams
That
do
rules.
really well, we climb the poles.
Yeah. So
That's what we do.
Well, so now they.
So now there's a phrase called grease them poles.
Yeah.
Like
So-
when we're winning, like grease them poles, grease them poles. And
Yeah.
they will
Wow.
literally take Crisco.
yeah,
and grease
and
the
a paint
pole.
roller,
Yeah.
and fucking grease the
And
poles so people
so
can't
you-
climb
so they
them.
can't climb. They fucking climb them anyway. You ain't gonna let any kind of Crisco slow you down if the Flyers are in the
Grease
playoffs. I
them
mean, come on.
poles.
Take like one
That's
fucking
awesome.
Phillies jersey, wipe down that whole fucking pole.
Yeah, that's
No,
right.
that's what the terrible towels are for.
Wow.
People too. Yeah,
Terrible towels.
or whatever. Is it?
That's Pittsburgh, by the
Oh,
way.
it's Pittsburgh. Oh, fuck me. Sorry. Apologies, Pennsylvania people.
So so that's the thing. Grease them poles. In fact, people sell
That's the thing at
T-shirts.
Seth's house.
Yeah, grease them poles. Exactly. How he says
I
what I
know,
don't
grease
like. I'm
those
like, grease
poles.
them poles, grease them. And then I climb out the window.
So,
my leg.
so there's places on the internet and they sell like Eagles green or Phillies red, and it's
Sure.
just those poles around and I got one from my uncle last year when the Eagles were doing really
Yeah, it
well.
definitely sounds sexual. I mean, I think.
Oh yeah, totally, totally. But it's really funny too.
That's nice
yeah.
that they took something so
Grease them poles.
disgustingly
But it's-
sexual and made it wholesome.
Well, it's just like when the Eagles drafted Fletcher Cox. And we were all waiting for the drunk girls to just be all like, I love Cox, man. I love Cox.
Yeah, grease them cocks.
Well, in somewhat related news, I saw this week that the gas station Come and Go,
Oh, sure, of course, with a K, right?
K-U-M
Yeah, yeah.
and Go,
Yeah, it's not how you spell cum.
got absorbed by a company called Maverick, and they're about to change all the Come and Goes to Maverick.
We
And
finally have
they were like
gotten past
interviewing
it.
some guy, and he was just like, "Yeah, there's sort of like a dual connotation to the name," and I'm like, You think you're the first person to bring this up?
The CEO admits, look, it was always a cum joke. It was. We didn't want to
Ever
say
since
it.
1921 when we hit our first oil well.
Yep. Now that it's Top Gun Maverick, we can be honest about this.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
like the movie Top Gun Maverick.
People are making fun of our gas station.
Do you want a bad thing?
Yeah,
to happen
sure.
in Philly?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what incident connotates.
Is
But
it
yeah.
the Swiss cheese dickhead? Or
I mean, there's been
One time they ran out of Swiss cheese.
Yeah,
we know where this is going.
the guy fucked all the Swiss cheese in
No,
town.
this is pretty bad. There's been documentaries about it. There's this movement called Move.
John Africa and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They wanted to get back to nature and all that stuff, but they lived in the city. It's like if you want to run around naked all the time and like live like years ago, do it out in the country, not in a house in the middle of a neighborhood. So the city was trying to get them out, and they wouldn't come out. So instead of just like throwing in some smoke bombs and just dragging people out like normal cops would do,
Just a respectable cop thing to do.
Well, they would throw a tennis ball back to you.
well, what they decided, what the mayor and the chief of police and the fire guy decided to do was
Frank Rizzo.
No, it wasn't Frank Rizzo.
Was it not Frank Rizzo? It was after. It was
W.
after?
Wilson Good.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I call him W. Wilson bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what
They
happened.
dropped a bomb on it.
Yeah.
instead.
They dropped the bomb. Yeah.
And it burned the whole block
Yep.
on Osage Avenue.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
When did that
insane.
happen? Is that the,
I'm going to say 85.
that's the 80s? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So were you around for that?
Yeah.
When you were a kid,
oh, yeah.
I guess?
I was about 10.
Yeah.
And it was all over the news, and we were just like, whoa. And
Whoa.
yeah, so it's like you don't drop bombs on people in the middle of a city.
Yeah,
What the fuck is wrong
especially
with
in the
you?
middle of a city.
Yeah, that's insanity.
Holy shit.
They hadn't won the World Series in a long fucking time.
Yeah. We needed some excitement.
We got to unite the people somehow.
I mean, the Sixers won the championship 2 years before, so
Oh, okay.
we're still
There
kind
you
of
go.
riding that.
Yeah. Question 2.
Yes.
Local legends.
Oh, local legends. Well, you have your Frank Rizzo.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys know why Frank Rizzo is.
No, clue me in.
Frank Rizzo is kind of like the end of a certain kind of politician.
Yeah, and some would say war criminal would be the word.
Racist.
Yeah, I
would
mean,
probably
Like
be
top to
more-
bottom, one of the worst mayors in the history of fucking mayors.
Yeah, but here's the crazy thing: is that like in South Philly, because he was all about South Philly, because he was Italian. South Philly at that time was 8,000% Italian, and he was all about it. They got whatever they wanted. You got a pothole; it was fixed in 10 minutes. You know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The rest of the city can go, shit in a
fuck
hat.
itself, yeah.
Like and he was horrible with like black people. He just like send dudes in just to like bust heads for no reason. Yeah, so he was mayor for a while, and then I think he wasn't mayor, and then he tried to run again, but like he ran as a Republican instead of a Democrat.
Yeah.
And lost. There was a big statue of him in front of the Municipal Services Building, and they finally removed it during the whole Black Lives Matter thing. People were like, we should take this down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Nathan Bedford Forrest statue
Right,
where I'm
right.
from, Nashville.
Yeah, except this guy was alive in the 20th century.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. I mean, he died, I think, in the 90s.
Yeah,
in the early 90s. He's the worst. He was, and he coined the phrase "crumb bum."
Yeah, his ex. This is somebody. This is, I think, after he lost. A journalist comes to his house.
Yeah, real crumb bum.
This
and
is
I lost too.
his fucking exit interview, if you will, from being.
You're a crumb creep. I want to fight you. But you don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum. Put that on camera. You're a creep. Get away from me.
Well, sir, I'm on the public street. I should be authorized to be here.
I'll break it over your head. Get away from me, you crumb.
You crumb.
We just stopped it there.
Creep coward. I want to fight you.
Why is that?
Because you're a crumb creep lush coward.
You don't even know me,
Just
Mayor.
You are a
dropping
lush, I can tell by looking at you. I was a cop all my life, and I know a lush when I see one, and you're a lush. You're a creep.
That rules. Okay, he's got my vote, though. I mean, I don't know what he's done, but I like his
I always
candor.
thought he had a great voice. He would have been good with like voiceover.
Sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Except he was, just the worst.
The
instead.
worst. Yeah, but
man.
when you look at him, he's like kind of like the last of that kind of like gruff
Sure.
You know, I'm gonna clean up this city, and it's gonna start with your grandma.
Absolutely.
You know?
The shit that only lives in movies now.
Yeah, he is the worst. But also on the flip side, there is Jerry Blavat. You guys ever heard Jerry Blavat, the Geeter with the Heater? Jerry Blavat. He was a DJ.
Okay.
In the 50s, and he had a show like a weekly local dance show, and that was a thing back in the day. Like every single person in town knew who he was.
Okay.
And I mean generations of people. He had a club down at the Jersey Shore, and all the baby boomers would go dancing at his club.
Oh, shit.
I forget what it was called. Tomatoes? Something like that.
Okay.
And
Tomatoes. Good name for a club.
I know, right?
We're going to Tomatoes.
Up until like just a couple years, he just died last year, and up until a couple of years ago, he used to have a show at one of the casinos in Philly, and my friend Jamie used to go all the time, and she was a Geeterette.
Oh shit! Okay,
that's awesome. That kind of shit rules.
The big tick tock.
Oh fuck yeah!
This is
where music should have just stopped evolution wise. This is all you needed.
Big boss with the
sauce.
Yes.
You see, that's me. I am the Geeter with the heater being on the record.
Fucking hey! He's a great rapper.
Damn, we should sing a theme song at the beginning of every.
You really should start every show like that.
Put the sound on.
You say dance? Well, then let me take you back to the year 1966 with the fantastic Isley Brothers.
Fuck yeah! This is the good shit.
Oh wow! So it's like almost like the local like Soul Train kind of show.
Yeah,
it's what Future Shock was to Atlanta, Soul Train to Chicago, and later LA. This is very fucking cool.
Mean, everybody knew him, and he would just show up at places, and they'd be like, "Hey, the Geeter."
Never had to pay for a drink.
Introduce a song for us.
Yeah.
He would just go, coming up, we've got Queen's Freddie Mercury with whatever, and he would just do that at a bar, and they would play We're the Champions.
He could do amazing intros. He could go right up to the singing, like just.
Oh yeah,
and just
shit.
This is Jerry Blavat, the Geeter with the Heater, the boss with the hot sauce. Here on 98.1 WCAU, and here we're going to bring you the Isley Brothers, and blah, 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 blah. It's
good
just...
shit.
I love that.
Yeah. He's in the Broadcasters Hall of Fame.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I was going to say for you, because I remember the last time you were here, my submission for your local legend was the guy who claimed to have invented, or his grandfather claimed to have invented the soda gun.
Oh, man, that's the best story.
It's one of my favorite things ever told on
Can
this
I tell that?
podcast.
Can I tell that story? All right.
Yeah.
So I used to have this drunken roommate, right? She's dumb as a box of rocks. And she always used to try and hook up with these guys from the main line, which is like where all the rich people live in Philly, like right on the other side of like the city line, And one night she was like, "Can you come downstairs and sit with this guy?" It was like in the morning. And I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, "Well, I got to run to work real quick, but I don't want him to leave yet." And I'm like, "All right." So I came downstairs, we hung out and talked about movies or whatever. And she came home, they banged, he left. And I was like, "So what's this? Like, what's going on?" And she's like, "He's really rich. His grandfather invented the soda gun, at the bars." And I was like, "What?" She was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "That's not a thing." And she was like, "No, really, when you press the buttons behind the bar." And I'm like,
carbonation.
There's diet, there's regular, there's soda water.
It's a way to distribute
carbonation.
So dumb.
I have told so many people about that.
That's fantastic.
It's the fun. Yeah, because I think the last time you were here, you told that story, and I was like, it's the funniest like pickup line because it's absolutely uncheckable for the most part.
I actually tried to check it and I couldn't.
Yeah. You'd have to like go to like the U.S. Patent Office, I guess, to like check this lie. So.
Someone's doing that right now in Hollywood. My grandfather invented the soda gun.
It's a perfect thing. It's like I couldn't think of a more perfect lie than that.
She also insisted that the first video that MTV played was Natalie Merchant's "Like the Weather."
What? No fucking way.
Radio star, man.
Pilgrim Rock.
Natalie Merchant wasn't even fucking around in 1982, was she?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Maybe like 10,000 Maniacs in its very infancy or something.
I love lying, but like not lying necessarily, just believing in your own bullshit so much that you're like, no, it was the first video on MTV.
Dude, we got
it was
into
Pearl
a screaming argument about it, and she
It
still,
was
and
Pearl
my
Jam
other roommate
alive.
was just like, "What is happening?"
That rules.
Question 3.
Yeah.
Worst bar. And worst could mean best. All of my favorite bars are shitholes.
I love a shitty bar.
Yeah.
The biggest shitty bar in Philly, I feel like, is McGlinchey's.
Jesus,
I love it. I love
Christ. How
McGlinchey's
could it not be?
McGlinchey's is downtown.
McGlinchey's.
McGlinchey's.
I lost it at McGlinchey's.
I
can-
fucking lost my teeth at McGlinchey's.
You can still smoke in there.
Hey,
There is no ventilation.
Love
They have hot dogs. I don't recommend eating them.
They're smoked.
it. Yeah, there's smoked,
They're smoked hot dogs, tobacco smoke.
And if you just want to like get fucking hammered and just like you're having a bad day and you do happen to smoke, like go into McGlinchey's, light up, start. Citywide specials is
Wow.
it's a pounder of PBR and a big shot of whatever cheap whiskey they have for $5
yeah.
and like
Oh, yeah.
go to town.
I smoked cigarettes for a really long time, and obviously you can't because they'll fucking kill you.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't smoke them anymore. But if I did and I was, had a death wish, that's the place I sort of romanticize.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing, like,
I love a dark roast bar.
yeah, just fucked up smoking cigs.
yeah.
Well, and it's like it's how you describe because you didn't attempt to shorten the name. There's no being cutesy about McGlinchey's. It's
Yeah,
McGlinchey's.
McGlinchey's. Where you going, McGlinchey's? Oh.
yeah. No one's like, I'm going to the Glinch. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Totally.
Now there's another bar that I love called Tattoo Moms, and it's on South Street. And on the first floor, there's a bar and some tables and stuff. And upstairs, there's a pool table, and then there's a bar and a big room in the back, and it is just covered with graffiti.
Okay.
And just like they have I think it's an old bumper car, just sitting
there.
in the back.
Awesome.
And an old sofa in the back, and
good.
Yeah.
I've done a couple stand-up shows there, and it's just the best for like you just really want to get drunk. And like you go upstairs to T-Mom's and just get hammered.
Question 4, and we may have already addressed this. Best local food. What do we got?
Oh, okay. Here's the thing. There is 2 things that Philly is known for, the cheesesteak and the hoagie.
Yeah.
But there's also a secret third thing, which is a roast pork sandwich with broccoli rabe and sharp provolone.
All right.
I myself, my favorite thing to get is either a cheesesteak or a pizza steak, but not from just anywhere. Pat's and Gino's, which everybody has heard about, is garbage and for, tourists.
Yeah, sure.
And if you're drunk after 2 a.m. If you're from Philly, it's okay to go after 2 a.m. if you are hammered.
Yeah. But, only losers stand in the line at that place, right?
It's not good.
Yeah.
You go to Tony Luke's. You can go to Steve's Princess Steak. Now, you can either get your steak chopped or you can just have it flat.
Uh-huh.
I don't like the flat steak. It just doesn't, I don't know. I like the meat chop. I like my meat chop. Man.
Yeah, that's right.
Grease the poles, chop the
Grease
meat.
the balls, chop
Yeah.
the meat,
Grease
please.
the poles, chop the meat.
You're a crumb bum.
It's just like, it's something that I love. And also, I like to go to Lorenzo's. They have slices the size of like a Buick. And they had a fire, so they had to rebuild. But before the fire, there was always a huge line. And they listed toppings, but there was no toppings. And every once in a while, somebody would like roll in and be like, "Can I get a slice of sausage pizza?" And then they would yell at them for like a good 5 minutes. And we're like, "Come on, you're holding up the line."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Crumb bum. You fucking crumb bum.
Yeah, fucking chrome bomb.
Question 5, local ghosts or monsters. So, I mean, it's an old city. There's got to be some ghosts about.
Well, there is Eastern State Penitentiary.
Oh, fuck. Yes. Yeah.
In Fairmount. And Al Capone was there, actually. And
is that a William Penn joint?
a what?
Because isn't the penitentiary, the idea of it comes from the Quakers, I believe, right?
I don't know.
The root word is penitent. So the idea was to like be locked away and do religious studies, I think, initially. And the idea was rehabilitation rather than just strictly punishment. So I think it might be a William. It's definitely a Quaker thing. But anyway.
Yeah, Quakers love everybody, but and try to do for people. But if you have a school, feel free to charge $1 billion so nobody can go there.
Yeah, sure. Society of Friends.
Yeah,
We're
Quakers
friends.
are full of shit.
We're friends. That'll be $1 billion.
There's like 4 giant Friends schools in Philly.
Yeah.
And they all cost like $1 million.
Shit.
Seriously, you're gonna pay $40,000 to send your kid to fucking kindergarten?
I mean, you know.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
I
want
get
to go to the good one.
Yeah, that's right. When I get the money, you're damn right I will.
I am endlessly fascinated by the fact that we have Harvard Westlake in the city, and there are kindergartners finger painting at a Harvard school.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
Perfect.
It's stupid. Eastern State Penitentiary. It is known to be haunted.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And actually, during the Halloween season, they do a whole like haunted thing. I know a lot of like theater majors who went and was like,
haunted. There's no way it's fucking haunted if they're doing a Halloween. They're like, we gotta cash in on this haunted thing. No, because the ghosts are gonna come in and fuck your shit up.
Yep.
If it was
and,
real.
if you've seen 12 Monkeys.
Oh, I love 12 Monkeys.
I've only seen 47 Ronin.
Well done.
That was the sequel, actually.
Beautiful.
Right.
That's the first R-rated movie I ever saw in the theater was 12 Monkeys.
Yeah.
It was 47 Ronin.
The scene with Brad Pitt in the hospital
Yeah, for sure.
is Eastern State Penitentiary.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and they've shot a couple other things in there too, but I'm blanking on them. But the 12 Monkeys is
Yeah, I
the
know
most
exactly what
known.
you're
Nice.
So that's pretty haunted. And for like 12 years, they did this thing on Bastille Day.
Hey, it's my birthday.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
French
yeah.
Independence Day.
Cool. Well, they would have.
What else happens on that day? Rivers? I have a feeling you know some other things.
Woody Guthrie was born on that day, as well as Tattoo from the Black Eyed Peas. Sam.
Oh, shit.
I thought he was
right.
going to say Tattoo from Love
I know. I was like, is there a tattoo
or-
with the Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah, also SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, really?
I
I was
just-
born
I-
on
On my exact
Yeah.
birthday.
What a French
SpongeBob is
independence.
37, folks. Did you know that?
I have the same birthday as Mark Hamill.
Hey,
Suck on that.
ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones over
So-
here. What's up?
Oh. So what they would do is they would hire actors and dress them up in the French stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they would throw tasty cakes off the top of the wall to the people, and then everybody would go drinking.
I love that because it's a tribute to how much France helped us in the Revolutionary War, but it's also kind of a fuck you. It's like, oh, French pastries, fuck you, tasty cakes.
Yeah.
Have some fucking crimpets,
And then it was
motherfucker.
and then the
yeah.
bars would just make $1 billion. And for some reason, they stopped doing it a couple of years ago, and I don't know why.
some politician's son got hit in the head with a crimpet.
No, I think they said something about it was just costing too much money, which I don't really understand how that could be, but whatever.
The powdered donuts are bankrupting us, folks.
There was one French lady in Nashville, and she had a really big house, and she would have a Bastille Day party, and it just turned into an all-out fuck orgy.
Hell
Every
yeah,
time we're
dude.
like, we're going to the Bastille lady's house. I'm like, I'm not fucking going there. So that's what I know about Bastille Day. That's where you get fucked in
Yeah.
Nashville. Get with it, George Jones or someone else.
George Jones.
Someone else imported in Nashville, whoever you are.
And then last question, favorite thing that's not there anymore?
I have a bunch of things that aren't there anymore. I miss the bar I used to work at on South Street, Abilene. It was the kind of bar that you never wanted to see in the daylight. You know, like during the
most
day, you
bars.
never wanted to go in there during the day.
Yeah, yeah.
But I used to book like rock bands and stuff there, and it was kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese for adults. And
Shit. All right.
part of the reason why
Did they
I
have
go
a
to meetings now.
playscape or
and-
like an arcade or
no, there's a lot of cocaine in the office.
Yeah, that's the arc. These
that is like
Yeah,
Chuck E. Cheese.
that was the
For
arcade
adults.
game of life.
Yeah, yeah.
You were Galaga in a world where the little
It
planets.
was like I said, it was a Chuck E. Cheese for adults. Anything you were looking for, you could probably find there.
Fucking A.
But and it was a good time.
Except
and
for arcade
Except for a
games.
ball pit.
And a man in a rat suit.
yeah. I missed the Spectrum.
Oh, yeah, the venue.
Yeah, the Spectrum was a lot like the Forum here in LA. It was originally built for the Flyers and the Sixers. And when they decided to build the Wells Fargo Center, which I think is what they're calling it now, they change its
sure.
names like every year and a half.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
They can make a lot of money doing that.
Yeah.
You can go down to the crypto.com
No shit.
arena.
Exactly.
Smoke that crypto right
Exactly.
inside.
But the Spectrum, they didn't do that. They knocked it down instead of converting it to like a
Fuckers.
concert. I know, fucking assholes.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was awesome. I saw so many concerts there when I was in high school, and Flyers games and Sixers games. My mom used to get Globetrotters tickets when I was
Hell
a
yeah.
kid.
Dude, hell yeah.
You know, and it was perfect because there were no bad seats. You were never really up all that high, so you could always see. And it was just the greatest. It breaks my heart that they knocked it down.
Oh.
And they built Xfinity Live, which is like a place where like they cattle all the bros. And
Xfinity Live.
oh, it's the worst.
Christ.
There's a lot of passion in that venue.
Yeah, yeah.
It is absolutely the worst. So I miss that, and I miss the Aramingo Diner. 75 years it was around.
Damn.
You know, I went there my entire life because my grandparents lived in Port Richmond, which was where the Aramingo Diner was. So sometimes we would go to the diner with them. And then when my parents split up and me and my mom moved to Port Richmond, that was the diner. You go to the diner. I'm gonna go to the diner. We're gonna go to the diner. It was 24 hours.
Yeah.
They had a really good chicken parm.
Oh, shit.
Their breakfasts were on point. Their fries were always good. When I was a little kid, they used to have all the dark wood with the red leather banquettes.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah.
And I was little, I would always order like Jell-O, and they would always put like a whole bunch of whipped cream on top. You know,
nice.
It was just like, it was the greatest. They were known for their cheesecake, which they made on site. People would come from, other states to come and get the cheesecake. It was some bomb ass cheesecake, I'll tell you what. Yeah. You know, I grew up there, and then the guy that owned the place just kept putting less and less money into the food, and the food was looking really terrible. And honestly, if your food business like that is struggling, watch one episode of Restaurant Nightmares.
Right.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Probably reminds you of work.
Well,
You
no,
want to
it's
watch
just
Deep Space Nine.
Watch something so
something.
far from a
but
restaurant.
it's always the same thing, you know? It's always like, use fresher stuff. Don't have so much shit on the menu.
Well, it's also
Like, clean.
the same thing. The owner is a dumbass.
The owner is a dumbass.
Always.
I worked in a million restaurants. They're all dummies.
Yeah, seriously. So he sold it after a while, and he blamed it on the IHOP up the street. And I was like, it wasn't. I'm like, it's not the IHOP.
If you're
dude.
losing to IHOP,
Yeah, that's right.
You're fucked.
I blame a lot of shit on the IHOP up the street.
So
It's one of my neighborhoods.
we just started going to the dining car, which is like up in Northeast Philly, and it's an old dining car. Food's awesome.
Oh, hell
they
yeah.
have
Hell yeah.
They have mozzarella sticks the size of your face.
Ooh, all right.
And all the fresh baked pies and stuff. But I heard they're not open 24 hours anymore.
I'm gonna kill myself.
That's the one thing that I miss out here is that there's really there's not a lot of like diners.
Hey,
Like,
we got a Norm's.
COVID killed it. Astor Family Diner, I like a lot.
Yeah, that place is good.
Where's that?
Yeah.
Glendale Boulevard.
There's a
and
couple
Fletcher.
good
Yes,
old diners that are still around.
Cindy's and Eagle Rock is supposed to be
Fred
good.
62 is good. House of Pies is all right. There's a lot of diners. They're just not very well known because they're small neighborhood ones.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
And then none of them are 24 hours either.
Not
Oh
anymore.
no, the Norms.
Oh, Norm's.
yeah, Norm's, yeah.
Damn,
That's
I
like a
I'm gonna
corporation.
start going there then.
Yeah, and we got a new one up the street.
I
That's
was
a corporation,
I was watching Men of a Certain Age.
It's a corporation.
I won't eat their fucking
And that's where they
toast.
film the diner scenes. Oh, it's in Norms.
Oh yeah, the West Hollywood one.
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah. So those are things I miss. I'm sure there's other things, but those are three big ones that I miss. And
I miss them by proxy. I'm like, fuck, I want to
I'm
eat
sad
all those
now.
places.
Yeah.
oh, you know what else I miss? There used to be a
That
pizza place on the
prison.
Ocean City Boardwalk that I used to love, and they closed a couple years ago, and I was like dying.
Well, that is a tour of Nicole Yates, Philadelphia,
All right.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Y'all, we have time for just one more segment. And of course,
shit.
this
Oh,
is
shit.
our jam of the week.
Do I know what this is? Oh, shit. It's that drum sound.
So,
Holy
What
fuck.
is this?
surprisingly, this song is celebrating its 20th anniversary this month.
Oh.
This is all the way out of Agora Hills, California. Oh, this is Hoobastank.
Oh, my God. Wait, what's the hook of this song?
Oh,
'Cause I
you're
don't
gonna know it.
shit.
You're gonna
I
know
am.
it when
Okay,
it hits.
okay.
It's gonna-
This is where I check out
Oh,
of
I'll-
alternative rock.
I'll crank it when it hits. Seth,
Okay, hell
but
yeah.
this is off of their.
This sounds like a prom dance song.
Oh, I mean,
is.
it's kind of.
It's a cry after the prom day.
Okay,
yeah.
Song.
Hoobastank. I thought they got more like let's break something kind of shit.
But yeah, no, this is their power ballad, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got.
Oh, everyone's got to do it.
Well, they've got crawling in the dark and stuff. But
Here it is.
yeah, here we go.
Okay, it's starting
Oh,
to sound
yeah.
like something I know. Oh, God. Yeah, this is some graduating high school shit. Looking in the rear view of your youth.
Oh boy. Here you go. High school. Whoa.
I've been telling you the shit's deep, bro.
Yeah, this is some shit I've seen like in a movie in the montage of maybe we shouldn't have broke up or whatever.
Well, there's going to be some of that in the comments too.
Of course.
But
of course.
yeah, I was, I graduated high school in 2004, and this is a damn 20th anniversary situation coming up. So I was looking at the biggest rock singles of 2004, and this is pretty close to the top.
I was smoking crypto at this point. I wasn't feeling much. Just playing Mario Brothers.
I graduated in 93. And I saw some compilation video on Facebook, and it was like, these songs are celebrating their 30 or 35th anniversary.
Yeah.
And it was like all like shit that I remember from right after high school. And I'm like,
Cure for Pain by Morphine. Wow.
like Interstate Love Song. Go.
Man. Dude, I was riding in the car with my dad when I was a kid, and that song was on, and I turned to him and was like, "This is my new favorite song now, Dad."
Oh, that rules.
Yeah. So that was the first. No, Interstate Love Song.
I probably
not
did that.
this. I was 17 when
I
this
tried
happened.
that with 311 all mixed up. I was like, hey, this is my favorite song. These guys get it.
Dad punched you.
It threw me out of the car.
So
I know a guy with a big 311 tattoo.
Really? Does he regret it, or is he super down forever?
I think he's dead.
Well, then he was down forever. His memory lives on. His 311's discography.
I worked with a guy who went to see them every year.
Yeah.
I liked them very much when I was young, and I think it's because it was like just playful enough without getting too serious about rapping. Like, we're not going to kill nobody. We're going to smoke a weed, play video games.
Well, look, he's
a little too sexual for a young man.
He's not with us. He's not with us anymore. So he's standing still
damn.
for eons and
They
eons.
probably played this at his funeral. I mean, this seems like a goodbye world song.
Well,
And so, what is the lyric there? What's the hook lyric?
The reason is you. So
that's bullshit because that's never true of anything. in life.
so
Not one
Kind of
person.
song when
has
you're
done
drunk, you
anything.
can be like,
Yeah.
Well,
Really
so
hold those notes.
It's I can't
Piss your
stop
pants.
thinking of my ex song,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, so
Totally.
Y'all are talking that shit, but
Yeah.
this has 1 billion views.
I didn't say
on
it wasn't
YouTube,
deep.
Yeah,
And,
exactly. Yeah.
and 104,155 comments. And y'all, I read every goddamn last one of them. So now let us go down into the YouTube comments for Hoobastank's The Reason. And I should add, by the way, fun fact in regards to this show's lore, the main guy is named Doug Robb, and that is Rob with 2 B's. Yeah.
We have a theory on this podcast. There's never been a good Rob
With 2 B's.
Oh, no
First
shit.
name, last name.
Never trust a man with 2 first names.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
First up, Visca Barca from 3 years ago. My wife asked me, "How do we tell our kids about the cruel world?" And I said,
What?
I know just the way.
Exactly.
Terrible parenting 101.
We're at the gathering of the Juggalos, and my wife asked me,
Son, you want to know about life?
you want to
Hoobastank
This
can tell you
cruel
better
world.
than I can.
my brother from Hoobastank can point you in the right direction.
Wow.
Fuck that. Horrible. Well, at least they found each other, I guess.
Yeah. Samantha Speckman from 10 years ago. I gave up on trying. I saw him two years ago at McDonald's. He was there with his new wife, his kids.
Oh my!
I gave him my number, but I never heard from him again. He won't change, but I don't let it affect me anymore. And I'm like, you tried to pick up your ex in front of his wife and kids.
Oh,
You're a dickhead.
Change that motherfucker.
It's like, he got married.
What a dickhead.
What a dickhead for honoring his marriage vows.
I'll say you reading these things over that bed of music is so fucking poignant. I'm going to fucking cry anyways. It's just the emotion matches right up. I was at McDonald's.
This one goes out to Brad.
Exactly.
I hope your wife didn't see that I gave you that number.
Yeah, how many affairs start at McDonald's?
Man, that's some white trash shit right there, folks.
We were waiting for our nubs.
I got a QPC. She got a 10-piece. Our hands reach for the same pile of napkins.
And we both got the hot mustard, even though most people don't know about hot mustard.
Exactly. Oh, okay.
Mortal 209 from 11 years ago.
Feel the vibe, everyone.
Uncle Cracker used to be good. But only with that one song. The only reason people cheered him on at his concert is because they were either a drunk slut or just drunk off their ass.
Oh, yeah.
Beer was like $1 that day.
Off their slutty ass.
When I think
Says beer was like $1.
That's literally says
And that's
beer
the
was
end of
like
the...
So I think Uncle Cracker must have opened for Hoobastank, and he's complaining about a concert from 11 years ago.
Wistfully listening to this song being like, Uncle Cracker did suck. I was right.
those drunk sluts at the Uncle Crack. When I think drunk sluts, I think Uncle Crack.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go to the Uncle Cracker show and just be drunk sluts.
Yeah,
We'll
exactly.
fuck every guy there.
Yeah. If you girls want to fuck, we got to go to Uncle Cracker.
Except clearly not this guy.
Not
Who
this
is
guy.
so mad
He's
about
still
it.
mad with his chicken McNuggets.
Christopher William from 3 years ago.
Could be normal.
The DA has my shit all fucked up.
No.
I don't hit women. I hit a car one time, though, with a person inside, but they got out and they were standing, walking, and talking. So I said, look, let's get out of the pouring rain. We'll just pull in that gas station under the bridge to the right. And they turned right, and I jerked left onto the highway. I mean, shit, that's what the motherfuckers have done to me like 3 times.
Wow. Typing that out,
Confessing
then
a
justifying
crime.
it like you're in court and then being like,
Confessing.
so that's it.
The DA...
Commenting on this.
Why would you type that out and tell everyone
I
you
was
did
like,
that?
oh, okay, you didn't commit domestic violence. That's good,
It's
I
like,
guess.
dude, the DA does not have you all fucked up. He's got you dead to rights, it
God
sounds like.
damn. Yeah, they printed that out and they brought it to court.
Maybe the person driving the car was a man.
yeah, exactly.
Actually, and I have no reason to believe it's him, but shout out to Pennsylvania-based comedian Chris William, who opened up for me when last time I did
Hey,
comedy
buddy,
in
we believe you
Pennsylvania.
can change.
Chris is the
Fucking
bomb, man. Look him up.
You can change,
Where
bud.
was
It's
this?
okay. You heard someone that you're funny.
Oh God, what the shit? What's the one where they have the Little League World Series? Williamsport. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah, that
did a
is-
show in
that is
Williamsport.
nowhere.
It's Harmony.
Oh, it was fun as fuck, dude. I love Central PA. Ryan Goodsell from 6 years ago.
Don't do it, Ryan.
If you'd like to be my reason,
Don't type it.
if you'd like to be my reason, hit me up. My wife has made it apparent recently that she doesn't.
She's asleep in the next room, and he's
Aw.
like, "Fuck it, ladies, I'm sending out a message, a bat signal to all those."
the soundtrack of divorce. Hoobastank.
You're the reason we got divorced. Wasn't love, apparently.
Mr. Gaming Monkey from 12 years ago. Speaking from experience, this song helped me out in one of my past relationships. She put me in front of the computer and said, "Watch this." And she said it was because she felt I was not acting like me. At the end of the video, I got up, said thank you, and kissed her. Funny thing is, this bitch cheated on me.
He's at least she's a bitch, even though she saved him or something
Yeah,
emotionally.
yeah.
That he was like, but ultimately still a bitch. I mean, I swear to God, no matter how much you love someone, if they were like, sit down, you're not being yourself, and then
Yeah.
played me a song, I would be like, oh, that was a cool song or whatever, but
Yeah.
or we still have problems in our relationship. I don't think I'd be like,
Even if it was my favorite
what?
song,
Yeah,
I'd be like,
Stairway to Heaven changes everything. Hold on, I love you.
Wait, why are you putting on Hotel California?
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
understand.
You start fighting, like, hold on, I'll play you a song. Just calm down, I'll play you a song. You're like, oh, that'll solve it.
Robin Alberti from 3 years ago. Don't blame me if your baby ends up fucked up because you didn't listen to Mr. Drunk Ass Fireman. Now you better stop. You keep messing where you shouldn't be messing. You keep thinking you'll never get burned. I'm not a baby killer, all right? Look around your own yard, dumbass. You're about to be a father. Leo is not the role model to follow.
Leo is not the role model to follow. That's the lead singer of Hoobastank. Leo.
No, it's Doug
not.
Robb.
It's Doug
Two
Robb.
Bs.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He's a bass player.
God damn. Never trust a bass player.
Yeah, I
Fucking
Silent but deadly.
drunk ass fireman.
I love
letting the houses burn down. 'cause they're all wasted.
drunk ass fireman.
Leo.
Oh, fuck. I got a couple more here. Foxy Rockstar from 13 years ago. I guess I better not further engage the aggressive driver with Maryland plates in front of that school zone fines doubled sign. I'm a cyclist, too. I wish I could force the bitch into a head-on crash where the left-hand lane turns into it. She abused the lane, using it to pass me. I runs on rock and roll. Welcome to the jungle. Foxy Rockstar, a.k.a. Fox, the Rock Czar.
What is it with the moving violation posts?
Here's what it is.
This is also a I want to murder someone.
I know.
Yeah.
and have it be illegal somehow.
Yeah, somehow Hoobastank brings that up, people. This wistful high school graduation song.
In the video, the plot is that a lady is looking at Doug Robb from across the street, waves at him, and then walks down the street, pretends to get hit by a van, and then they rob a jewelry store. And then at the end, she sits back up and she gets on a motorcycle and escapes.
He did it in her honor to rob a jewelry store?
No, like she pretends to create a diversion so they can rob the jewelry store.
Damn, that's cool.
So there is a hit and run in
Dude,
the
she was the one.
video. I probably should have made that
She was the one, man, for sure.
Oh, yeah,
These lyrics
definitely.
ring true, that video idea.
Oh, it all makes sense now.
Yeah, it was like, it's all because of you that we were able to rob this bank.
Charles Hamilton from 5 years ago.
Charles Hamilton.
Hi, my name is Charles.
Charles Hamilton.
Anytime they start with introducing
Yeah.
themselves. Hi, my name is Charles, and I love this song. The reason my future wife is the reason, by the grace of God. She's the reason I'm working on to change who I used to be. Never been happy till she came along. Now her daddy wants her to stop texting me. Her daddy trying to stop all of our relationship. And I'm like, how old is she, Charles?
Relationship.
Charles.
Yeah, Charles. Hi, Charles.
Leave it alone, Charles. Yeah. And finally,
God, this one's crazy long.
I kind of got a pee, so I might just pee on myself at the end of this comment just to piss on this song.
and finally, Roosevelt Holmes from 7 years ago.
That's a great name.
Whoa.
And this is all caps. Me and one of my sexy ass baby mom always made the best love on this beautiful song. I have to say, she did change a lot in my life. Merlande, aka Sexy Shay, truly thanks you, God, for giving me the pleasure for allowing me to be in your life. You're one of a kind, and that's hard to find. I'm missing you when you're not around me, but I truly still love everything about you. I see you. LOL. Babe, please come back to me. My heart and thinking is lost without your presence of me not being able to holding and kissing you. Roosevelt, parentheses myself, will change everything about me for you because you're worth my changing. Bae, don't be scared of me. You should not. You should know I would do anything for you, Mirlande. Try me one more time, please. Don't want too long. Just say yes to my new improved changes that have been trying so hard of working on. Baby, this crazy man right here wants to marry you. So here is our loyalty song from me to you. You are one sexy, young, beautiful woman. Young is spelled Y-O-N-G. I'm always dreaming of you, holding you at all times. When you like to talk to me, my knees are just waiting for your permission to say yes, yes, yes to me. Oh my God. You are and always have been my one and only wife, Mirlande.
But you have, it doesn't sound like you're married.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like you really got the message of the song, honestly.
You must marry me. It's something my mother wanted for us to do, and also myself, yet want rest of my life if I have you. Can't nothing stop Roosevelt. I will always be there for your sexy fine ass with joy and happiness. Ooh, forgot about the song I'm dedicating to you, my soon-to-be wife, LOL. Here it is, my love.
He nailed it. This would
Wow.
make me marry him.
Oh, yeah.
I want to marry him.
This song coupled with that?
So,
Come on.
He really is demanding my hand in marriage,
He is.
which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I gotta buy my plane ticket.
Yeah, this is the guy. YouTube is the answer. That's where all the eligible bachelors are. They've been all spit out on,
and that is Hoobastank with
God
the reason our jam of the week.
Woo!
Seth Pomeroy, where can people find you on the internet?
Oh, yeah. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Seth Pomeroy. And now that we're to the fucking first impressions thing, the thing I'm doing, it's on, its Instagram handle is Seth's First Impressions. There's a YouTube channel link there, which is going to be more of the same shit. But yeah, I'm doing these 3-minute videos, movie reviews, and it's my first reactions to movies. I don't watch trailers. I don't do any prep of any kind. I just watch the movie and then I tell you what I think of it. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I love it. It's really, really fun stuff. So check it out. Seth's First Impressions.
As our listeners know, our go-to movie guy. I would absolutely recommend everybody check that out. Nicole Yates, where can people find you online?
You can find me on the social medias at Yatesy Time. Yeah.
All right.
I got nothing else going on.
Is Did You Eat still available in the archives?
Did You Eat is on the archives. Yeah, if you want to listen to the podcast, it's definitely out there. And you can also hit it up on Instagram at DIDJA_EAT. Did You Eat?
Yeah. Sam, where can people find you on the internet?
Slam Harder on Twitter, Sam Harder 666 on Instagram. You're going to want to go there for the hottest content updates known to mankind.
Conversational crack for sale?
Yeah, conversational crack is for sale. We need to, at this point, we don't have a store set up, so you either have to DM me or Rivers.
Yeah, well, I'll take it to the post office. I love it.
I mean, that part is going to be easy. It's the trusting people to give us money.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing that we're selling them fake crack and have it not be a scam.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley, and you can check our podcast out also on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Join the Discord. We are having the most fun possible over there day and night. 24/7. I'm up. I'm responding to stuff. Sam's there. Carter's posted once.
That's mysterious.
Multiple fan meetings.
And how do you get to the Discord channel?
Our linktree slash the goods pod. It'll have the link up there. And shout out to Dom, who came out to the show in Birmingham to Yellowhammered, and shout out to Jacob, who came out to the Yellowhammered show in Birmingham. So
we have people in the Discord who just meet up and hang out.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome. Cool. Yeah, our Pacific Northwest crew they're hanging out regularly now.
Very cool.
In the actual woods.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the temperate rainforests of the Pacific Northwest.
Doing weird rituals out there.
Hell yeah.
Cool. You should do some live shows up there.
I'm sure we're in the works. Cool. Yeah, hopefully. Nah. Yeah, we encourage rituals, by the way.
We don't go to places we have fans.
No, we're just selling fake crack.
That's where the real money is.
I'm going to flood the streets of Portland with fake crack. Best way to support the show, head to patreon.com/thegoodspod. Second best way to support this show, head to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. Show the attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, Daddy, all 47 Ronin are coming for you. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.